And hello.
I just had one of those. Have you guys ever seen that George Carlin routine where he talks about like the sudden silence in the party when you're like everyone's talking really loud 'cause it's really loud, and then like the sudden silence and you're saying something like really embarrassing.
Like, let's get naked.
He's like, so I was thinking about getting my balls waxed, you know.
And it's like, or like, wow, you don't have to talk that loud. Great.
Use your inside voice, James.
Great.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, that was I just that flashed through my head as we suddenly were going live. I was just like, what's the worst thing you could possibly be saying as we're suddenly going live?
I have 3 balls, my friend. Yeah. So, hello everybody. It's
I do too. I'm a juggler.
Hello everybody.
And they hang really low. That's why he has to use the stilts. And they hang really low. That's why he has to use the stilts.
Everyone likes juggling. So, I just want to make sure that we can hear. So, can we hear Nico? We don't want to have
I can because I can hear my echo on my Twitch that I didn't.
Same, I can hear somebody's.
There we go.
Okay, we'll get rid of your echo. Okay, so hi, I am Richard, and we are playing Dungeons & Dragons. We are playing in the Hub universe, which is created by the 4 of us.
Ooh. Oh,
And that's,
yeah.
we're using only the parts created by the 4 of us. Yes, and the adventurers have ventured into an area of old school mapping. At great effort, I made maps on fake graph paper, and you are proceeding up a glacier to find the last slave owner in this in the city of Hub.
Smuggler
I did not
Trader,
even realize that,
Pickleback.
Richard. We're on an old school graph map. That's amazing.
Seriously? Yeah, and I'm not allowed to talk about where I made it. That being said, the only mapping software I use is Incarnate, and this is not available on Incarnate. And so don't tell it. I didn't make this. If anybody asks me, I can't tell you where I made these maps. I made them on graph paper with a pen. It's really great.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And,
I need that boat. Where'd you put that boat? Hang on. Boat.
where did I put that boat? Oh, you want me to? Oh, the boat. You want me to
Okay,
drag
you
the
shared
boat
it.
image on there?
I'll save it and show the.
I hope you liked. I hope you liked that image of you guys looking down at the crash boat, because I think I spent like 14 hours doing that.
It was
That
really cool.
No, it's good, yeah.
And I still can't get over the hub portal map. Like,
Oh,
holy
it's beautiful.
bejeez.
Where is it? It's
Are you
not here in the
kidding me?
montage, actually.
Oh, I can put all that on there.
I know you suck. Come on,
Actually,
man.
but he has the image of us all being really surly on top.
Oh yeah, actually,
Which is a
Richard,
good
can you
one,
just
too.
put it on the map?
Right, it's our winter outfits.
Right?
Cause we're a legit D&D. Oh.
We all look very angry.
And that was inspired by Critical Role did a whole winter thing where they were all they spent like a 4-hour
Oh my
session
God, I
picking
love
their
this one.
costumes. So yeah,
Right? This one
is the
is crazy.
and
This
I
one's
hate to
amazing.
say it, but it was not a high effort to make this. So
And it's so
Don't
cool.
give your
Embarrassing.
secrets away, Richard. Just say, yes, I spent 80 hours on it.
yes, time
Just
is relative, and I spent many hours.
FYI.
on it.
Ishdodale is not all crystal. Or did you just put the crystal
Well,
there to know
Kamsin is not
from?
Kamsin is not a you know nargile with like 4 gems on it either. It just represents and besides you don't
A big
know
part of it.
anything. And the
I
nine
know
hells
it.
is
The
not
Storm
a, it's
Kingdom
not a
is
helmet
just
with a
one
scarab on
giant
it.
company.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But Hub
Oh,
does
we're all
have
in the
one
wrong
moon.
order. Hang on. Whoops. Whoopsies.
And Jackie, you can confirm that the Storm Kingdom, where you come from, also has only one moon.
Oh, Storm Kingdom.
Only has one what?
Moon.
Moon.
One moon. Oh, can I?
But it's a much smaller moon than the moon of Hub. Yeah, you can't have a proper ocean world without moons.
Oh, there it is.
Ah, yes. With a bandit down there.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But Bandit's little feet look frozen.
I tried to make
He's a
well, you can
snow
see
crab.
Smokey up in the right hand corner too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I tried to make Nadal have more and more crystals on them.
Also
Yeah.
be naked.
Yeah, fairly diaphanous. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm just going to make.
I mean, I ain't got no bits, so.
You're like one of those dolls.
Dal doesn't have to wax their balls. Just the gems.
Instead, I have to polish.
Polish the gems.
Polish my gem. Polish my jewels. You could say.
Yeah. All right. So let's just do a quick recap. I feel like I guess JS, you probably charge too much, but I think it'd be great if you could read the recaps sometime in your reader's voice. You know.
I wouldn't mind. We'd have to make them shorter, though. We gotta be concise.
Well,
Yeah.
I just kind of skim over them, right? But yeah.
And then it's like a $20 an hour rate at least, and that's discounted for us.
I was gonna say $20 an hour.
Discounted for the group.
Imagine how many books you'd have to read to make a living at $20 an hour. You'd be like,
oh fuck.
My name's JS.
Yeah, a lot. Way too many.
I'm Batman. Yeah.
Way too many. Oh, speaking of that, I just signed a contract to do a 5-book sci-fi series.
Oh shit.
And it's a super awesome series. Actually, a friend of mine wrote it, and it's like gangsters in space. Like, it is such a good series. I've read them all, and I fucking love them. I'm so excited to do the audiobooks.
Cool.
Sorry, just had to.
I'd be afraid to read it and be
That
super
sounds
disappointed.
cool.
Like remember when they made Rogue One and they were trying to convince us that it was going to be a heist movie or a Dirty Dozen movie, and it was not. You know.
Right.
I wanted Ocean's 11. I wanted to find a little small guy to fit in a box that they could mail him to the place. I wanted to have the face guy and the all of that. So
They tried to make it that, but they didn't really succeed.
No, I think it was marginal, and I think they ruined it in the reshoots, and it's just.
I feel like it was more of like a Magnificent Seven type deal.
Yeah.
Everyone should be watching Stream Chat too. Just.
But you want to focus on the positives. So some of the positives of Rogue One, they made a lot of stuff was made canon. Like, for example, female X-wing pilots. Until Rogue One, there were no female X-wing pilots.
Really?
Like you could always say that there were female X-wing pilots in Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and there was a lot of fan fiction that had. But until then, they were all like British guys with mustaches, because all of the X-wing pilots were like extras hired off the RAF base in England where they were shooting.
I can't start picturing my dad reading fan fiction. Sorry, not doing it.
Sorry, the
Not doing it.
The novelizations had. Anyway, okay, so let's just get back to this. So 47 days since the portals failed. You traveled up Denison Glacier, dressed in borrowed winter gear. You made your way across the dangerous glacier, crossing a crevasse where there was a bridge that was broken. Once you crossed the crevasse with no, it was almost risk-free. You almost made it across without any danger whatsoever. You were attacked by some kind of a weird creature, an ice bullet, and after you drove off the ice bullet, which tried to eat Nadal mostly, you found a brass cannon sticking out of the ice. And then more and more wreckage, and then Aiden sort of took to the air to scout ahead and saw a downed ship, a ship with red sails from his homeland of Kemsin. It's sort of like a 50 or 60 foot long ship, a typical Kemsini flying ship, that would be crewed by Air Genasi, and what did I say? Was it a dhow or was it a felucca? Anyway, small ship. I've retconned that it had a brass cannon on the back of it and a large ballista on the front of it. 2 masts, lateen sails.
And that's retcon so that in the future he can have a fucking ballista in the front of a ship.
Also, Bushi says congratulations, JS, from earlier in the chat.
Oh yes, congrats.
Thanks. What are we being congratulated on?
I can't remember.
Your 5 books.
For getting a job.
Oh, the new series.
Yeah,
it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's like congratulations. You can keep paying your mortgage and stuff.
For at least a couple more months.
Good job. Yeah. So the ship is the Evening Breeze. Aiden doesn't know much about sailing, and Aiden doesn't know much about sailing flying ships in particular. But he does know that the flying ships of the Kemsin, of the Air Genasi of Kemsin, do not use slaves to make them fly. You don't know how that works. And they in fact navigate exactly like sailing vessels, but in the air. So something about them allows them to fly. You heard that it had something to do with making an alliance with the spirits of the air instead of enslaving them. Anyway, you proceeded to the ship. The ship was littered with frozen corpses, pretty much at the front of the ship because it hit the ground hard. The captain was lashed to the wheel, the way they do when they're in a storm. And the captain, when you search the captain's cabin, you found all of the papers and maps and charts and stuff, as well as a scribe dressed in like the outfit of a scribe. And so so you knew the ship was the Evening Breeze because there's a brass plaque in the back, and the captain was Zilan Hama, a woman, a human woman, and the logbook was kept up to date, pretty much like I joked during the session, pretty much like we're going down. What the exclamation point? Yeah. So like the guy was found dead in the room there, clutching his pen. His ink bottle splashed everywhere. So you have a pretty up to the minute report of what happened. So Zilan Hama was the captain of this small ship and was patrolling the northern mountains of Kamsin, which is the realm that Eden comes from. And they were patrolling. She was a captain fighting for Simuk Khan. Simuk Khan is her warlord. They were patrolling the mountains to the north, the Conga Mountains, chasing down slavers as they do, people that come to Kamsin, to their part of Kamsin to capture Ergenazi and capture their people and turn them into slaves. So you got some intelligence that one of the enemies of the Genazi, a warlord called Katabatic, aka the Lame One, was going to be at a certain place in time, and so Lord Simuk called together all of his ships, and he formed a flotilla of 15 ships, including the flagship, the Zirako, to ambush Katabatic. On the other side of the portal, at coordinates K23 H250, which is presumably somewhere around here. So they made it to the portal, crossed over to this realm, the hub realm, and a ship arrived, heading for the portal, but it's a ship they didn't expect. It was the Phoenix. The Phoenix is the ship of Lorelei, the Red Lady, feared pirate. The Phoenix is one of the largest ships ever, and with knowing, fearing the worst, they attacked anyway, and so the flotilla gamely engaged the enormous warship. Her flame cannons took a terrible toll before the smaller Kamsini ships could even get into range of their weapons. The Zirako went head to head with the Phoenix. Last they saw, the Zirako, sails on fire, was plummeting towards the Phoenix's deck, towards the deck of the Phoenix, in an apparent attempt to ram her. They don't know if it worked. Another thing, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I think I did mention it, was that the date on that last entry is prophetic. This massive battle took place the evening before the portals all failed simultaneously. The portals failed like just after midnight, 47 days ago. So this is only a few hours before the portals all failed simultaneously. And so you figure it can't be a coincidence.
What does it mean?
Nope. Yeah, and so you guys kind of thought, I think we just lost Catherine. Hopefully a meteor didn't hit Shawville, because then like in 30 seconds the shockwave's going to hit me and I'm going to disappear.
That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, it can
I'll have to switch to like a camera from space where you see the flame traveling across the Earth, and 2 hours from now it'll hit you guys.
Oh, she's back.
Woo-hoo.
Kathy, you're back.
You survived the meteor.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
Okay. So after you realized there were probably other wrecked ships, and so Aiden took flight, went straight up, and then indeed there were dozens of wrecked ships all the way to the horizon. none of them are in as good shape as this one. There's like pieces everywhere, brass cannons and ballistas and frozen bodies. There's also maps and charts in this place, including that really cool map that I made for you using Incarnate. This map, which shows all of the portals that we have created as, the four of us together. So all of the worlds that we know about. There are hundreds, thousands of worlds, realms. I only put on the ones that we know about, plus, the upper and lower planes and the elemental planes. The upper planes are where gods live. The lower planes are where devils and demons live. The ones in the middle are pretty much all, like, if you want to make sense of it, they're pretty much planets floating in the astral sea. Presumably, if you were to fly straight up into the air from the ground, just keep flying, you would end up in the astral sea. And you could travel to other realms, but it would take a long time. There's also a map of Kamsin. I presume JS can't hear us, because he left. But he's back! Yeah, that JS, boy, I'll tell you. Oh, hey! There's also a map of Kamsin, which I haven't done yet, so yeah.
Right.
Wow, DM, slacking off, huh?
Well, I still haven't decided what it's going to look like, because originally our idea was that all of the worlds were all based on hub, like they were all sort of like iterations or different.
Oh, that's right. That's
right.
right.
Have the same topography.
Different timelines, but I find that's limiting, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless you want to just keep building stuff on the same map and just having layers on the map, almost kind of like.
Oh, I had always
onion skin layers on the same map, and then when you
but
travel through a portal.
Mountains can move, and the deserts were once oceans and stuff like that, but over time.
Oh, I know.
I thought it was, yeah, but it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah, so I'm still not sure because for example, Kamsin I feel is more like a very elemental place, that might not even be a planet. It might just be a place where that fades into the elemental realms in all four directions. And only the middle part is like but even there you have mountains and
I always envisioned Habmore as just like a symbolic joining of all the realms, like where the veil just kind of all connects, not necessarily the same city or region.
Like Hub is like in the middle.
Yeah. Like there's Hub, and the way that I always sort of pictured it was like all the different realms, they just kind of like are sewn together in this one little spot.
I thought so too.
There's a pin that just goes through all the realms in this spot.
Something like
and
that.
They're all off. Yeah. Anyway, so I still haven't figured it out, and you guys don't really need to know what Kamsin looks like yet, I hope. So yeah.
Let's go right now. I have the gems. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. So after you explore the ship, night comes fast, and so you set up a little camp inside or on the deck of the ship. In Nadal's new magic tent.
Fancy schmancy.
Yeah.
Ball.
Which is basically an impenetrable force field that you can sleep inside of. That's nice and cool inside.
Or warm.
When you get to 5th level, you don't have to schlep anymore, or you don't have to be uncomfortable anymore. Actually, before spending the night, Nadal decided to have a little conversation with the dead captain, because also. When you start to get up into 5th level, you can cast the Speak with Dead spell. And so Nadal speaks with dead Captain Hama. Now, had you spoken to the dead before? I can't remember. I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. So you're pretty sure that it didn't go the way it normally does? Like, as far as you know, the dead shouldn't be aware of anything outside of the questions that you're asking, but
But she's still here. She's still here, right?
Yeah, but Zilan Hama seemed to be aware of things. Like, she was aware that she was dead, and she was aware that, bad things had happened, and that, like, she was volunteering information also, which is strange.
Well, her soul was, like, still here, right? She's not...
That's right, and she was aware that... and she was aware that her soul was trapped, yeah. So, so she was, so she answered a few questions, she said, something is wrong, I have not passed on. He activated the engine. We knew Katabatic was up to something.
The engine!
Why do you keep shouting the engine?
Well, this just seemed really important.
Because we should have asked what it was, but I didn't pick up on it at the time. God damn it.
Is that like just a weak trick of a shitty writer is to just come up with a cool word? The engine.
Yes!
With a capital E.
It's like, what the fuck is the engine? What does it mean?
I feel like you could write a whole series of novels, you know, like the Tractor City ones. What were those novels? The one where the cities are on wheels and they're driving around.
Mortal Engines.
Mortal Engines. Great book series. Like I found it used, and I read those. It was like 3 thick books, you know, like really gripping steampunky adventure, which you know should never have been made into a movie. Shit like that, you can read about it in a book, but you just, as soon as you try to see what it looks like, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, same thing with this. The engine. You'll be disappointed when you see it. Well, I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah, it'll be like, really? The city's supposed to, you know.
It's all up to you, GM. Don't make
and the narration at the beginning of the movie, too, is like, yes, in the future, resources are slim and dwindling, and so cities now have to drive around on big tracks and eat other cities. I'm like, if they're dwindling resources, why are they driving around?
Why are they driving around? Yeah, exactly. It's kind of ludicrous.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. And you can say that a city the size of London's driving around, and that's cool, but until you try to make people look at it in a movie, and you're like, that's ridiculous. Anyway. Yeah, so you ask questions like, do you know who else works with Katabatic? And so clearly, Zilan Hama didn't know much about him personally, but she knew about Warlord Amez Rebin of the Conga Mountains and the Witch Awat Dugan of the Dust Wastes. Those are known cohorts of his from Kamsin. And then before the end, she says, please bring us home. Please bring us home. We long for the winds of home. And so Nadal sobbed, or I think Catherine sobbed, and Nadal too. Gave crystal tears, yeah. Yeah, all those lost souls. And in fact, and I feel like an asshole, because Nadal, you were really trying to contact... Holy fuck, she's gone again. Is she crying? Is that why she turned off her
camera?
Because you were really trying to, you know, to communicate with spirits or try to figure shit out like that, but it's just...
I know, you're such an asshole, man.
I know,
wow.
There's no mechanism for that, like...
Well, I know.
Set up a ritual of some kind, or like a commune, or like a something
I don't have commune yet.
Which I don't think you have any of that stuff. Like even using something like a augury, you know, the yes or no, throwing the bones kind of thing. But I don't know if you have that as a spell. Yeah, so
City of the Lost Children. I don't know that one.
Yeah, so you continued on following the path, and then you know, and slowly but surely there were big chunks of stone started to appear, you know, lightly buried in snow or like sticking out of the ice, and clearly that's another thing I never really described, is all the gates that were floating in the air above Hub, even deactivated. There's just gates all over the place, mostly made of brass and iron, some of them made of stone. And here there was a very large gate, and there are pieces of it scattered all over the horizon for, like, you know, for miles. Huge pieces of stone. Clearly there was a gate here, gate K23H250, and it has been destroyed. It's smashed to rubble. When you
I can have augury.
Yeah, so if you can think of a way to, you know, like next time you have a rest or something, you can try to figure out a way to talk to the dead by asking yes or no questions or whatever. You can get out the Ouija board, whatever. Yeah, so so after you you kind of interacted a bit with the broken stone, and definitely Jackie got spooked when she touched like the stone of the gate. She kind of felt like there were thousands of eyes upon her, and she could hear the voices on the wind and so on. So clearly there are spirits either bound to the gate or trying to pass through the gate or something like that. And in fact, if it seems to be confirmed that the souls of the dead are not going back to their just rewards or to their wherever they're supposed to go while the portals are closed. They're just kind of drifting around this place,
unsettled
sort of
souls.
being the unquiet dead. Yeah.
Salome!
Oh, Salome's soul. That might prove useful at some point.
It's like the movie Ghost. Her kids are like, you know, doing whatever, and she's like, no, no, behave, behave. She's just shouting at them, but they can't see her because she's a ghost. Yeah. Yeah, so you found Catabatic's camp after all of this time, months and months of real time, which was only a few days in your time. You found an abandoned camp. Looks like it's been abandoned for less than weeks, maybe some days. Typically, when you leave tents unattended in a place where there's like a bit of snow, they sag a lot more. They would be more sagging if the camp had been abandoned for weeks and months. So clearly, when you found the escaped slaves, they had escaped fairly recently from this camp, and it was not abandoned. Kind of searching through the camp, you found a tent with half of a ghoul inside of it. He was chained to a stove. He looked like he was like one of the human slave drivers, and his wrists were kind of like chained around the stovepipe, and the bottom half of his body had been ripped away, and there was entrails and so on. And he was all frosty and crunchy, but he was undead, a ghoul. And so he spoke to you a little bit, and he said, "Yeah, hungry. Damn slaves! They came in the night. They woke me with their blades. They chained me to the stove and let me to die. They were kinder. They were kinder to the others, yes, but they became ghouls. Clearly, he thinks the ones that they were kind to are the ones they just killed. And then the ghouls came for him, and they ripped him apart. And then he came back to life as a ghoul, half a body, chained to this thing." And Jackie got a little too close. Oh yeah, he also had something clutched in his hand, which was 1,000 GP diamond. It's like a diamond. It's like a fucking big diamond.
Some ghoul bling.
Yeah, and when Jackie kind of like tried to take a look at that, he snapped. He tried to bite her, and she shot him in the head. And the diamond rolled free, and Nadal took it. And there are definitely many souls in that diamond. And so Nadal plugs it in onto their body, and there you go. Examining the rest of the camp, you found a couple of very asleep little dragon-type creatures, sleeping on top of piles of... I guess dragons have a nesting instinct, and they like gather up all their treasure. In this case, mostly frozen bodies, bits of clothing, things like that. And you decided not to disturb them. And so instead, you decided to head down a ladder into the crevasse that was there, and across the gap on a little bridge to a doorway that leads into the ice, presumably.
Yeah, ice tunnel.
To an underground place where Catabatic was digging. And and I even gave you guys a little perverse flash of the entire dungeon because I clicked on the wrong thing. So yeah. All right, that's it. That's the recap, people. Have we lost our hundreds of viewers? Hello, Jack. Is Jack the only one? Yes. Hello, Jack.
Bushy's always here. Come on now.
Bushy. He's Bushy. So let us go to... I'm just going to confirm, if you don't mind, I'm going to go look at my map and make sure that it's, that I don't have my dick out. Yeah, it looks good. And we're going to head over to the map. So, let me know how quickly this loads, because it is very big. I thought the scale... It was...
Loaded.
It's okay, good. Because the scale... Yeah,
Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
So it should be like a lot of blackness with the not blackness on the left side.
Yep.
And my just a sec, I'm looking at the stream and it seems to be frozen, so I'm just going to restart it.
Oh, this is real confusing because we're coming from the north.
I know.
What the hell, Richard?
I like my maps to go towards the right.
It's backwards.
Okay, so we're there. All right. So Nico, you're not showing the map on the Twitch. I just thought you should. And once again, this map is a beautiful map that I drew by hand all by myself. So look at that amazing cross hatching. It's so good. Yeah. I'm also hearing the sound. It sounds like running water. Has anyone got running water going?
I have a fan on.
I have a fan on too. Is that...
Okay.
We're having a
Did you
heat
hear it?
wave over here on the West
Did you hear
Coast.
it before?
I know. I decided. My wife is like, "What are you doing?" And I closed all the windows and turned on the air conditioning because it's not that hot, but it gets really hot in this room. So I said, "Hey, if you're cold, put on a sweater. Don't touch the thermostat." So Okay. So you are at the entrance of a tunnel. If you can see that.
Yep.
The grid is visible. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. I can make the grid a little more visible.
I took my cat outside yesterday on a harness.
I know. I saw it. It was ridiculous.
It is pretty ridiculous. She's so cute.
Cats.
She hates the harness.
Most cats do. My cat would just lay flat when we put the harness on her. She'd be like, "Ugh."
Yeah,
There's something in my back. Ah!
Yeah, they go on strike.
Mine is fine, but she's like, I'm a free cat now. Let me go. Let me go. I'm outside. I want to be free. I want to be feral.
Walking around. Yeah.
Yeah, and then as soon as I stop the video, she starts bucking everywhere trying to get it off.
Yep. So, what do you guys want to do? We are here.
We're here. Let's do this thing. Let's go check it
Let's
out.
go.
I feel like this music's a bit
Exploring.
much.
So much exploring to do. I just need to use this once.
So, feel free to move yourselves into the crevasse. So there seems to be a doorway. It seems to be just kind of like a stone doorway, just kind of floating in the middle of the ice. And when you go through, it looks like the ice was tunneled by melting.
I cannot move my person.
Oh, for God's sakes!
Nope, I can't move myself either.
Oh God. Okay, hang on. This is Nadal. This is Aiden. This is Jacques. Jacques.
C'est moi.
Jacques. This is Bandit the Crab. Yes. I'm just gonna give. I'm gonna create Smokey as well. And you got your Wind Devil there in case you decide to make it. Use it.
In a tunnel.
Guys.
What do you mean in case?
I think you guys can move now. I like how you guys. Nobody's moving. So who wants to go in first? Who wants to move? Who wants to take the lead in this dangerous place?
I do.
No.
I do. Okay, which way is which?
It goes towards the right. It goes towards the right.
Okay. Jackie's. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
send
it's me, of
bandits.
course, right?
Get
No,
on
I'm
up
going in front
ahead.
of Jackie because I don't want her to die.
Aww.
There we go.
Because
Sure.
I'm afraid
I'll
she
show you the map a little
died.
better by making it.
Just a reminder,
Let's
we all
go
have an extra
too.
5 points to our health.
It's still the same day that you used your temporary hit point. Oh no, you cast 8 earlier today.
I still,
In the morning.
Oh,
So your maximum hit points are 5 higher.
Yeah.
okay.
Which means if you get injured and get healed, you can get healed back up to the +5. So this doesn't work. It's better than temporary hit
Oh,
points.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's different, but it can stack anyways.
How long does
I think
that
I
last?
should be
Deeper hit
first
points.
because I'm very afraid of Jackie just getting fucking decimated.
So Jackie is not in the lead. Okay, so you're moving forward.
I think my AC 20 will go first, just in case. But yeah, I guess let's just go. I'm just going.
So
Yeah, so-
Should I glow or should I not glow? To glow or not to glow?
yeah,
Well,
why don't we glow?
there's luminescence coming from above at this point still.
I will not glow.
My character sheet, I saw it resets, so I'm at max spells and stuff. I didn't make a note. Did we have a long rest at the end of last session?
We did in my.
We had a
bubble.
rest.
Okay.
Yeah, you haven't fought since you
Okay, so everything's maxed, uploaded, plus.
yeah, since
Yes,
your long rest,
and
the only thing you fought was the chained up ghoul that you just shot in the head. So
Sweet.
And then your max HP's
+5.
up by 5
Awesome.
for 8 hours.
Ooh, that's nice.
All right. So up ahead,
What do you see?
What do I see?
well, there seems to be like a lot of. So the tunnel seems to have been bored through the ice, like, and it's kind of smooth. Looks like it was bored through by melting, but there's a lot of rock and debris and chunks of metal in the ice. Very strange. And indeed, up ahead, there seems to be like a at the end of where the light is that you can see. There's almost like a metal wall with like a hole crudely cut through it.
Hmm.
And there's darkness beyond, and you can hear the sound of grunts and people going "Arr, arr," grunting and so on. And chains, you can hear chains clinking. It's very cold in here, but you're all dressed for it.
So there's like a door?
There's like a hole cut through a metal wall.
Can I see anything up ahead?
Like right here. You can just see the hole, and there's darkness inside the hole. And if you can see in the darkness, you can see. Like I'll illuminate like the far wall.
Shoot it?
Hang on.
So there are sounds in the darkness.
I will use Eyes of Night on all three of us, so we have dark vision out to a range of 300 feet.
Okay, so looking through the little hole from where you are, that you're like 30 feet back from the hole. You can see, there's a room there that's pretty big, but you don't see anybody.
What about now?
Uh-huh.
You can see into the room, like you have a pretty low angle. Like you can see, you hear the sounds of chains clinking. It's a metal room. The floor is metal. There's big chunks of ice like on the floor that seem to have like fallen through the hole and so on.
Oh. That's weird.
Yeah.
So
How
can
close are we?
we
the sound
actually
of the
peer through the doorway?
Yeah. So the sound of that these people are making is gets louder.
Whoa.
Oh, the
There's a lot
rubies!
of
Are these
people
the
in there.
rubies? Are these the rubies?
Oh no!
Well,
and
so-
there's a bunch of ghouls too.
Well, what you see are a bunch of fire genasi chained to the walls, and they all seem to be dead. They're all lying. Like their bright orange skin is kind of like covered in frost. They're all lying dead, and they're all chained up. There are many spots where there were some chained up before, but there's like a gnawed off foot or leg where the chains were, or like a leg still attached to the wall, but the ghoul is gone, or the person that was in it is gone. And some of them are still chained, and they're just like endlessly pulling on their chains, but they can't seem to get free.
Yep.
So it's the grimmest possible scene here.
Wait, so the only ones that are alive look like they're not alive. They're ghouls.
That's
That was
right.
happening?
They seem to be like, they look like
Zombies.
a lot like that guy that was up in the tent that was chained to the stove. They seem to be
Mm-hmm.
ghouls are like one up from zombies. In fact, there's a horrible stench that comes from this room.
Are these the rubies that were on the note that we found in the boat at the beginning that we didn't find yet?
Could be. No, you probably most of the ones that you rescued a few weeks ago from the camp just before you got on the glacier. There were like a dozen fire genasi. Those were the last ones to arrive, so they probably would have been the
Okay.
rubies that were mentioned.
Perfect. Good.
So those probably escaped. These they look thin. They look malnourished.
That's so fucked up.
They
Do I
didn't look
know-
like
What challenge rating a ghoul is?
you don't know. They seem to be chained to the wall. So
So there's
I don't know.
nothing in there that's alive?
You
Well,
don't think
yeah, the ghouls.
Oh, just...
so? Well, they're
They're
undead. Yeah.
they're unalive. Yeah, undead.
And in the middle of the floor, there's like a grate that's been put on top of a hole. And the grate looks like it's like there's scrape marks on the floor. They've moved the grate and put it back on, and so right now the grate is in place
This is
with a
BS.
hole underneath it, and the room seems to have no exits.
Let's go open the grate.
Are the ghouls? Wait, how long of chains are the ghouls on? If we go in to look at the grate, are they gonna be able to reach us?
Some of them are already at full extension, and you're pretty sure that if you stick to the middle parts of the room, they won't be able to reach you.
Okay, let's check it out.
Oh god.
One of them reaches you.
I was going to say, until you enter the room, nobody noticed you, but as soon as you kind of clamber through the hole is like 8 feet off the ground. You have to clamber through and climb down into this strange metal room. The metal plates are fitted together without rivets. The chains are kind of like bolted onto the walls. Looks like somebody bored holes in and bolted them on there, or welded them onto the walls. And so as soon as you guys enter the room, the ghouls that are chained up, pull their chains and they go like this far.
Can somebody else move the grate, and I'm just gonna like be ready to cast Turn Undead?
I mean,
Sure.
How heavy is the grate look? Because aren't you like the strongest?
I mean, I know we keep saying that, but realistically, my strength is 1. Like
Plus
I get a
one,
plus
yeah.
1. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, well then
I act tough.
tough.
Yeah, I act tough, and somehow I roll well when it comes to holding people back. But
Nadal is thick like
That's
a dad.
fair.
yeah, my confidence is pretty good. I'm just gonna be ready to cast an undead as soon as something gets loose.
All right. I guess first I want to look through the grate, see if I can see what's down there.
You look down, and it goes down very far. You can see 300 feet.
Holy shit.
So, well, you can see 300 feet, so it kind of goes until you can't resolve the vision anymore. Like it just
a ladder or something?
There is. I presume there would have to be a ladder, otherwise how would they get up and down?
I'm gonna cast.
Yes.
I'm just gonna cast the cantrip light on a little rock and just like toss it in.
You're gonna peregrine toque it. Okay, so you drop it in there, and it kind of like bounces down the shaft until eventually it rests at the bottom, and it looks like it's maybe 100 feet down there.
Okay.
And then
Like,
5
it's just
seconds
like-
later, you hear a deep drum start to
Yeah, that's
beat.
right. Drums. In the view.
They're coming.
Okay, let's move this grate, I guess.
Interesting. All right. Let's,
Yeah. So the ghoul. So the closest ghoul, a woman, kind of like says, "Come closer, my darling. Come a little closer. Please. I'm so hungry. Oh, I'm so hungry." And you look, and it looks like there were more victims here. I should probably move these around so that they're not, within reach of the ghouls, because otherwise
they'd be eaten.
they would be. Yeah. So they've eaten all the ones that were close to them.
Right.
If someone turns into a ghoul, do they have are they the same kind of person? Like, what are the rules with the ghouls? Aww.
You become a flesh-eating monster. You retain some of the memories of your life, but you become insane, and you feel like who is cheering? What?
Orthodox, we're gonna feed them to the ghouls.
Who is Okay, hello, Orthodox.
Hello.
Yeah, so ghouls have a dim memory of who they were in life. Traditionally, ghouls are people that eat the flesh of the living and then become cursed and become the undead. Often ghouls are, or you become a ghoul when you're buried in a grave alive and you have to eat your way out, kind of thing, and it's just it's this horrible curse. It's similar to the native legend of the Wendigo. Yeah, which is basically, every culture has an abhorrence of eating people, and that's the North American native cultures or the Cree had probably other tribes too had the legend of the Wendigo. So in this case, the nearest ghoul is like, "I'm hungry, please help me."
Oh, I'm gonna ignore the ghoul and move the grate.
All right, so you can just take your time and lift with your legs, and you kind of like it looks like it's been moved a lot, so it's pretty easy to slide over, and then you see this shaft that's like 15 feet around all the way down, and there's like a rope ladder hanging on one side of it.
Any noise, any sound that we can hear coming down from the grate?
No, all you can hear is the sound of these 4 ghouls just like bite clicking their teeth and trying to reach you, and and then like lying in the ground and trying to reach the bodies that are here. Please throw us a body, please. We're so hungry. They're like gnawing on like death, on like totally empty bones.
I'm gonna take my windy form and start descending the shaft.
You're gonna fly down. You're gonna like fly down the shaft.
I'm going to gently float down the shaft.
You're gonna
like it's just like it's straight down.
Yep.
It's a straight.
I'm just gonna step out into nothing and just start going.
And there's no ladder, right?
There's a rope ladder that goes all the way
well.
And the rope ladder is tightly affixed at the top and the bottom, so that you don't have that weird loose rope ladder shit going on when you're trying to climb.
I'm gonna let Jackie go before me, and then I'll keep an eye on the ghouls, and then as she's down, I'm gonna go down. And I think I'm gonna try and pull the grate back over.
Okay.
Unless we want it open for a swift exit.
I mean, we might want a swift exit.
Right?
You never
I
know.
shall leave it open.
It's about mid-afternoon outside right now.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, in case you want to come out and camp or something, if you want to come out at nightfall, I don't know. I guess
Okay, cool.
I guess I shouldn't have said anything.
Jackie's gonna go down, and I've got Bandit at the ready.
I don't know if you're feeling embarrassed, but you probably should be.
The first sign of trouble, I'm gonna toss.
Oh shit! An crit.
First sign of trouble, I'm gonna toss Bandit on someone to attack.
You're gonna toss Bandit down the shaft. Bandit's like, throw me in, boss! Boing. You hear him bouncing off the sides until he's like, yeah! Oh.
He's got a little crab parachute.
Yeah. Alright, so Aiden, you can get down to the bottom much quicker than the others, because you can just fly down. The others have to climb down, which is
But Jackie's like sliding down the sides a bit, like shh. And then I was like one.
Like Captain Kirk going to rescue Spock. It's like zzz, you're still limited to your going down like.
Orthodox, are you just like encouraging Jackie to go balls out, just jump right down?
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember somebody.
Okay, Jackie's just gonna slide right down the rope.
I remember somebody was saying, I thought you would. It was what's his name? The game master of Dimension 20, Brennan Lee Mulligan. People are like, I hate it when people tell me my D&D needs to be more realistic. And he says, dude, in D&D, like a 10th level wizard can like be thrown out of an airplane naked and survive the fall. Okay, so fuck off. It doesn't have to be realistic. That being said, you don't want to jump down a 100-foot.
I am not a level 10 wizard, unfortunately.
Chimney.
I'm saying you're not a
chimney.
monk.
So looks like it's very sooty. The edges of this are very sooty. It looks like it was an old chimney. And so it brings you
chimney underground.
Chimney that
That's
just
interesting.
leads. Yeah, a chimney that leads to a room.
A very deep underground room.
Yeah. And you realize you look up and there's no metal. The ceiling here is not metal. It's just ice.
Okay.
Okay.
So this was the top
Are
of the
we
chimney.
right? Like, have we gotten to the cave area, or do we still have traveling to do to get to our final destination?
Sorry, do you still have traveling to do to get to the final caves that you're in?
Look at the
no, like the main
map.
big, like the big
Look
final.
at the size of this freaking map.
Where's the map?
In case you didn't know, Nico, you are now at the dig. This is the place you're going. If you're holding anything back, it is no longer time to hold. Well, I guess if
But it seems like it's big.
you want to save something for like the final boss, you might want to.
I wish I was level 6.
That's what I'm saying. It is now late mid afternoon. In case you decide you want to fight a few things and then leave the dungeon or something to rest.
Yeah, no, I think we just need to go grind, get a few levels, and come back.
Kill some rats. Yeah.
Kill some rats.
Yeah.
I never sacrificed Nadal.
Okay, so I'm gonna reveal some stuff.
Oh god.
Rebellio.
Alright, I've got Bandit at the ready.
I mean,
is anyone
Nadal
following
already
me
dropped
down,
the rock
or am
down,
I just
so they know we're coming. There's a glowing rock just fell down.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So this is actually below, or maybe the pipe. The pipe has a few kinks and bends in it, That's what I should have said. Is that you don't see the full length of your vision because the pipe isn't straight. Clearly, this structure was in the glacier, and the glacier, the
Shifted.
walls are all buckled and twisted, and this chimney is all buckled and twisted. And so I was gonna say, before you guys get down there, Aiden gets down there long before you do.
From the rope?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So Aiden, you land in a furnace.
Oh.
It seems to be a like a smelting furnace with a chimney that leads out. It is not. It is long. It is cold. It is not heated up.
That's good.
Like you kind of land in this space. There are these large metal wagons, carts that are leading towards the furnace. Off to the sides are these big pots that probably contain molten metal. You're not sure.
Currently or usually?
Well, there's no, like I said, it's cold. It's cold. There's no metal in them, or there's like maybe some slag in the bottom. Again, this is another metal room.
It's really bothering me that the walls do not line up with the grid lines on the paper.
Like I said, the glacier has just ruined all of this.
God, our DM has just been like slacking off lately, man.
So there are bas-relief illustrations on all the walls that you can see here. Actually, from where you are on the thing, I'm just going to reveal some of the room.
Sometimes the French comes through.
You can't see everything.
Wait, so did Aiden just like go and surpass Jackie as she's like slowly trying to crawl down the
I was already down. I went before you.
Well, Aiden just jumped off. Aiden can go down at the speed of falling and just kind of like stop at the bottom.
Wouldn't it be nice to be made of air?
Or Aiden's speed is 120 feet per turn, whereas Jackie's speed,
Jackie's going down like freaking
even if she's sliding down the
freaking
ladder, it's
crystal
still
people.
60 feet per turn. So, like I said, Aiden gets there first. Aiden, I won't even make you make a die roll. You can hear noise in the dark part of the room. You don't have a line of sight because of the pillars and these big things. You'd have to step out of the forge to get a view of what's going on in this room.
I'm so scared. I don't know what show your mom is watching, but yeah.
What's this? Which
No,
one is
I
your
have
mom? Pookster Mom is your mom. Oh, hello, Pookster Mom.
Yeah, I have the like adult warning on my screen.
Oh.
It's because sometimes I show the world my dick, i.e. the whole dungeon map by accident. So I'd rather show my dick.
Otherwise, we get in trouble for like anything. So this just kind of protects us. We can say whatever we want.
18 plus. That's right.
Show however many
all
boobs
sex
we
needed.
want.
Well, Twitch has new categories, right? There's like hot tub and bikini categories, which they created for some of their streamers that are super popular, but they're trying to figure out ways to still have advertisers that are,
I'll just put it out there. If anyone wants to donate a hot tub, I will do hot tub DM.
What's your Venmo? What's your Venmo?
Yeah. Hint, Mom.
We'll do hot tub. And so will your mom? Is that what you're saying? Sorry, Pookster Mom.
We've been playing for about an hour, and most of us talking about shafts.
We are in a giant.
Oh.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 times we do the shaft thing. Okay, so you get down there. You'll have time to do a few things before Jackie gets down if you want to. Otherwise, you can just sit tight and wait for Jackie. Aiden.
Okie dokie. I will sit tight.
I'm just gonna slide right down.
So Jackie, you just kind of slide down the ladder, cloud of dust, and you get to the bottom.
Okay, I'm gonna crawl out.
Oh, and your crab goes down with you. Yes. And so Nadal, you are by yourself at the top. So you kind of start to climb in and kind of hang onto the side and start pulling the grate.
No, I'm gonna leave it open.
And then this ghoul kind of gets on their knees. I'll say it's a man. And he says, please bring us home, please.
Oh.
And he puts his head down.
Okay, can I make some kind of roll to see if my turn undead would just kill him? I
think this is a thing that you would know, so religion. That's a religion check. or an Arcana check is another one.
12.
You're pretty sure that you could not destroy these. You're pretty sure.
God damn it. Well,
You could turn them, and they would just kind of like recoil up against the wall, but then eventually it would fade.
well. Sorry, I really gotta go. And then I'm gonna go.
Alright, so
Sorry, yep.
just gonna roll a d20. Nice. So you start climbing down. You realize you are extremely heavy, and your fingers have like crystals on them that You start climbing down. Your fingers are sawing at the rope of the rope ladder, but the rope ladder holds, no problem.
Oh, hell yeah! Is there anything I could do for
saving throw
these
for the
ghouls? Could I just kill them somehow?
Yeah.
So what's that she?
Freeing them would be to kill them. You'd have to, but it would still take time. They have a lot of hit points, and
Do they just last like for an infinite amount of time as undead creatures, or do they eventually just fizzle and die?
Yes. Well, I mean, that guy you found at the tent upstairs was half a body. He was probably there for a week, and he was just. And ghouls are just always hungry, no matter how much they eat.
I'm sorry, I don't know if Nadal can go down after he says that.
Jackie's gonna call out.
You look around.
What are you doing up there?
And you look around, and all 4 of them have put their heads down.
Fuck off, DM. Bitch. Can I just sacred flame them all until they die?
It's so horrible. It's like setting someone on fire. Shh, shh, shh.
I don't know what else to do. I never hit with my fucking glaive. My strength is a +1. I don't know why I keep trying.
Yeah. At least for the first blow, I would give you advantage and automatic crit on anyone that you hit with your glaive.
I can just climb back up and shoot them.
And you have reach, which means you can stab them without being attacked back. So, you want to try?
I have Moonbeam prepared.
Oh
and
my
it would
god!
Waste a 2nd level, but I don't know that Nadal could just stay and could just leave.
Well, we might have to come back through this way.
All right, so let's you want to do Moonbeam?
Yeah. Well.
Okay, so let's roll for initiative.
Unless it's gonna free them.
What? No. What do you mean? Unless it's going to free them, it'll
like
destroy them.
break their chains or something.
They've been here for weeks, unable to break their chains.
Yeah.
So seems like they don't want to gnaw off their own feet, so they don't have the coyote instinct anyway. So.
Jackie's like, "What are you doing up there?" So Nadal will answer, "Jackie, I'm sorry, I can't leave them like this."
I can't tell you my OnlyFans. I'm sorry.
Hang on. How deep was the shaft that Jackie went down?
It was 100 feet.
Okay, so I'm not gonna climb back up, but Nadal, if you want
So
to
it would take
several.
It would take like 2 or 3 rounds to get down to the bottom, and twice as long to get back up. Anyway, so you've gone. So anyway, so you're at the bottom. That's fine. But I think we should roll initiative now, because stuff might start happening as soon as Nadal starts slinging spells.
God damn it! I don't want to.
Oh boy.
This sucks.
Did you guys roll initiative, Kathy and Nadal? Okay.
Yes, I did. Ooh, Jackie beat me. Look at that.
Oh, the AC is just going. It's great.
I'm sorry.
Very
I'm
jealous
sorry.
of your AC. That sounds amazing.
I wish I didn't have to do this, man. I wish.
I would
Not to be that player. My character would do it.
I would just come up and put them out of their misery. Shoot them.
That's what I'm trying to do. I want to kill him.
So I'm gonna do it like a surprise round because you guys are down at the bottom and you're like, okay, waiting for Nadal before you want to do too much. Although Jackie has already moved into the room. So I'll do it like a surprise round. So Jackie, you're waiting. Aiden, you're waiting. Jackie, you're waiting. Oh, because Nadal has the worst initiative. So we're just gonna start with Nadal. So Nadal, cast your spell.
It didn't do anything.
Are you trying to cast it but nothing's happening?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. There's a box.
What does
Oh, I see.
moonbeam do?
Oh, that's going to cook them slowly. Where are you putting your moonbeam? I'm going to give you...
Where's the fireball when you need it?
How big? Is that a 10-foot radius? I think it's just a 10-foot square, right?
Not big. 5-foot radius. So yeah,
5-foot
like a
radius.
square.
Wow, that's small.
Yeah, 5-foot radius is a 10-foot square, yeah. Or 10-foot, you know. So,
Oh, right.
So.
Like here, so that they can't escape.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I feel so
but
bad!
it's a Constitution save, so.
Oh, I feel so fucking bad.
All right, so you cast the moonbeam, and they're like prostrated, and you kind of go, and they scream, and there is a horrible, horrible stench that comes off of them. So these are not only they're not ghouls, they're ghasts, which are more powerful than ghouls.
Oh,
and they smell bad.
This is radiant damage. Do they take extra because they're undead somehow?
No. Corporeal undead typically, except for vampires, maybe.
Damn.
Yeah. But they are resistant to necrotic, immune to poison, typically undead as well. But you're still doing full damage to them. Holy shit. Okay, so yeah, so you go and they scream. Ah! All right. Meanwhile, so that's Nadal.
This is the worst.
Jackie. So you hear a scream from upstairs. Oh, I don't. It's Jackie. Jackie's like going into the hot tub. Like next week she'll have like one of those inflatable hot tubs, you know.
Soft tubs.
Yeah, hot tubbing.
No,
So you hear a scream.
I'll have that like sauna where it's just like a plastic box that they vent steam into.
So you hear a shriek from upstairs, the shriek of the undead. And you hear an answer coming from this end of the room, in the darkness.
This is really
You guys can see in the dark, so I'm just going to reveal. They're going to come out from behind, from where they're hiding.
Oh God, guys!
Can't find my
Just a second here.
Just don't die.
If I do just disappear randomly, it'll only be for a minute to help someone move a mattress out. I'll try in the morning.
Remember you were saying you weren't sure what happened last night? Maybe that's why your roommate's moving out. It could be, that you made too much noise. Yeah. Okay, so so you can see there's a bunch of ghouls. Actually, they're I've revealed now that they are ghasts, which are kind of like super ghouls. Yeah, that have a stench power, and they're at the far end of the room. But it's not their turn yet. Jackie, it is your turn.
They have a stench power?
Yeah, their stench will make you sick if you get too close to them.
Oh, good.
Sorry. Are they? They're not tied to anything, are they? They're just.
They are not. Make a perception roll. It's not super
Please
hard.
do not die.
So a couple of them have their feet are chained together. A couple of other ones have a leg missing. And so they all look like their mobility. They all look like they have reduced mobility. I want to say mobility impaired. Because they either gnawed their own legs off, or they happened to broke the chain that chained them to the wall, but their feet are still chained together. So it looks like all of the ghouls, the other end of the ghasts, are all, in some way, not going to move super fast. But they still seem to be fully, healthy, and as much as a ghast can be healthy.
Okay, well,
So what you doing, Jackie?
Climbing back it.
You going back up the shaft?
I'm going. How long does summon beast? So I'm gonna shoot. Well, I'm gonna send bandit. So with my extra thing, can I send? How does that work with my 3 shots and then using bandit for one of them? Do I?
Bandit is just used as one of your shots.
Okay. I'm gonna send bandit.
Bandit doesn't seem like he really wants to go, but he'll go. You're making.
Okay, never mind. Bandit will stay. I was just thinking because he could grapple them. But
Can crabs smell? I don't know.
he loves the stench. Okay,
if
well,
crabs
I'm
don't
gonna
have a
just
nose,
shoot
how do they smell? Awful.
I'm gonna go boom, boom.
So then see where that came from.
Oh, crabs rely on their sense of smell to find prey. They have chemoreceptors that allow them to detect chemicals.
Yeah, your crab is like, oh. Unfortunately, he has a very keen sense of smell and thus will be affected by the gas in a terrible way. Right next to you on the wall, there are carvings in the metal showing dwarven smiths crafting some kind of a thing.
We're gonna fight a friggin' automaton.
It's almost like
This is a dwarven ruin.
The stations of when you go to a Catholic church and there's all the different crucifixion scenes, all the stations of the cross. Well, this is like the stations of the building of something.
So
right where you are is the beginning. There's like a platform and they're building
portals. The original place where they would make all the portals.
Who am I to say?
Looks like so. Are these old?
That sounds good. I'm gonna write that down. So
yeah, are these old? Are these things look like they were once the dwarves that worked here?
No, these ghouls are all fire genasi that died and turned into ghouls.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot.
All right. Their armor class AC is 13.
Okay, so for 6 for this guy.
Hogs bracers of boom. That's great. Yeah. So the total damage is 6. Well, that's low. Yep.
Okay, I'll shoot him again.
Which one are you shooting? The one on the one on the far right?
Yeah. For 8? For 10? Oh no.
Right.
Oh, that doesn't hit. Wait, what was his AC?
AC was 13.
So that hits.
Are you adding +2? The +2 is, I think, from your ranger thing or from feet?
From my archery.
Archery, ranged combat.
Yep.
So for 10?
Yeah, so you did. Yeah. So you've done a total of
16?
16 damage now.
He's still standing?
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay.
Yeah, these are ghast, man. They're tougher than ghouls.
Oh. Okay, we'll shoot him again. For 12. No, that misses.
Well, that was a little better. So that's 10. So again, 12 doesn't hit. That's a bummer. All right, is that it for Jackie?
Yeah, and you know what? I should have. Alright, well, it's too late now. But as my bonus action, I'm going to apply Hunter's Mark on this guy for next time. Because I forgot.
Yes, you are in esteemed company by forgetting to use your Hunter's Mark. It's actually a D&D. It's a meme.
Yeah, I know.
There's a guy on YouTube who does archery, and he's like, this is all the D&D classes, and so he leans out, shoots an arrow, and comes back. Fuck, I forgot Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Aiden, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna step out here next to Jackie, and I'm gonna fling an ice knife at the center ghoul down there.
This one, yep.
That way, hopefully the others will get hit with collateral damage.
Yeah. So now that you're down off of the forge,
yeah.
these 3 things that are going down the middle of the room seem to be platforms, or they're almost like rail wagons, but they're just like sitting on the ground. There are no wheels, and they're there to deliver materials to the forge.
Got it.
Or pour things out of the forge. So you shot. It was a good shot. So you do 7 piercing, and he gets
7 piercing. Then it explodes, and the target and everyone within 5 feet of the target have to do a dex save or take 9 cold damage.
Those are fast.
Well. So I will make a save for the first guy that you shot. He doesn't save, so he takes 7 + 9, 16 damage.
Take that, motherfucker.
The guy on the left, or the guy in the middle? You said so.
Mm-hmm.
Him?
Yep.
Alright, so 9, so that's 9 + 7 is 16, okay. You heard him, and 5th edition undead are not immune to cold, so good for you. Previous editions, they were often immune or resistant to cold. And this other one will make his saving throw against the bonus damage. That one, so he takes 9 cold.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Why do we have Jackie in there twice? I think fuck.
Where?
In where?
In the initiative, I see her twice. You had the 23.
I only see her once.
Me too.
Yeah.
Damn it, DM.
You know I have like 1,400 hours on Roll20, and overall the experience has been good. But the initiative thing is just a pain in the ass. If I don't clear the initiative, I still see all the old initiatives, but you guys don't. So Aiden, you're done. Ghasts. Yeah. So Nadal, these ghasts. So the ghasts. Gonna just roll a d20 for each one that hasn't been burned by the holy fire. First, the one at the top of the room. It's a middling roll, and the one at the bottom of the room. Oh, didn't do anything. Didn't roll. Oh, 2. Okay, yep. So you're good. The ones that are burnt are like, ah! They're trying to get out of it. I'm going to make, ripping off their own leg kind of rolls. Yeah, Constitution roll. Nope. And nope. So both of them are like trying to rip off their legs. They're like, oh, it hurts. And but they're not dead. So meanwhile, down here, the ghasts.
So they took the movie. They took 9 damage last time because they first entered it, and now they take another 9.
Okay, I forgot.
Because they started their turn there.
Right. Okay. So that's. But they get to save against it with their con, right? To take half damage.
I don't think so because they've already failed it.
Okay. Well, we'll go with that. But yeah, I mean, they're kind of chained up. So, so 9. So that's a total of 18 then. Okay. Yeah, they're writhing and screaming. It's a lot more horrible than you thought it would be. Can you still do bonus actions and other? How do you maintain this spell? Is it just?
It just stays. I can do actions, bonus actions, whatever I want.
Right.
I guess I'll do a secret flame.
Okay, I'm gonna give them disadvantage. I'm gonna give them disadvantage on their dex saves because they are chained.
I'll do the one on the right, I guess. This is awful. They're chained. I'm killing them slowly.
14.
No.
This is all you. This was all you.
I know. God damn it.
Does
8.
14 save?
No.
No. Okay, so the one on the left will take 8 more damage. Okay.
This sucks. I wanted to kill him. I don't know how else to kill him.
The flesh is like blistering off of the ghoul. The skin is turning red again. Like ice is melting off. It's horrible. Okay, so going back down here, these ghasts come charging at full speed.
This sucks.
That's how far he gets because he's this one's got a leg missing. This one here.
These guys are all dead, right?
They're dead.
They are undead.
No, these ones. Like they're not around, right? They're the ones.
Sorry, what? Yeah, they're dead. Yeah.
Wait, is that one climbing over the things in the center? What's happening?
Yeah. They just kind of like they're moving at half speed because of their chains. But yeah, he's like crawling along the top of of those big metal bins.
Okie dokie.
Cannot run them.
That's it for the ghasts. As they get closer, the stench intensifies, but you're still out of the range of their stench ability. Nadal,
back upstairs.
what are you doing? As you slowly burn them to death.
It's me again?
Yeah, it's been Jackie, Aiden, and the ghasts all got to go. It's your turn again. Your moonbeam gets them twice per turn.
I think
You burned them the second time when it was their turn.
like I just did Sacred Flame, so that was my turn.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done Sacred Flame because it was actually their turn that they took the damage. I forgot. It wasn't your turn.
Oh, but I thought that it was over because.
Yeah.
I just thought the turn was over and it's me.
Okay,
yeah,
so now you're doing Sacred Flame. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But yeah.
They scream. Like a shrieking, bubbling scream.
Did you roll
Jackie,
it again?
You can hear lots of screams coming from up above. You're pretty sure it's not Nadal. They don't scream like that. Their screaming sounds more like a synth keyboard, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Like an auto tune. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, Jackie, the ghouls are just charging towards you. So hungry.
All right, back downstairs. Oh god. Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot this guy here. Because he's marked.
Make it happen. That's 10 damage to the guy on the right here.
Hang on.
Yep.
Wait,
Kapow!
no,
Your
okay,
shot
whoa,
takes
whoa,
off
whoa,
half
whoa,
of his
whoa,
face.
whoa. All my last rolls with Jill were all fucked up because it doesn't say 1d8 plus 3, it's just 1 plus 3. So that's what happened last time, it just rolled 4. Something, for some reason, changed in...
Jill is broken.
Jill got broken.
Jill got broken. Let me just check out Jackie here. Hang on. I'm gonna lift up your hood and check out underneath.
Here,
Jill, damage 1. Yes.
Okay, there we go. I just fixed it.
It is now fixed.
No, you just fixed it back. What did you do?
Or were we both typing at the same time? Could be.
There we go. Okay, can I re-roll that then?
So roll a d8 and we'll do for the... Sure. Because Jill shot twice last turn or once? We only hit once? Or your third shot was heal. Oh no. Jill,
Here, let me
heal.
scroll back up.
Oh yeah,
I did
rolling
Jill
1 plus 3.
once
So
and
yeah,
Jill
so Jill
twice.
only shot once last turn. So you did 4 extra points of damage. He's still up. He looks like in really bad shape. Like that last shot took off half his face.
Okay, so I'm gonna
The
roll
jaw's
again.
kind of
for this
hanging
last
off, and he's like,
one.
I still want to eat you.
Okay, so that's the same for this one. Okay, now I'm gonna roll again. So 2 more. Hill. For 11 damage.
Alright, you kill this one.
Good. Alright, so I'm gonna transfer my hunter's mark to this guy here. And I'll shoot him again.
Yeah, you're kind of leaning around to the right of that pillar. Those are pillars, those 6 things. And you kind of like go on the left side. Shoot this guy who's got his feet are chained together and he's hopping towards you. What did you get? 11 plus 2 will be a hit for 17 damage. Holy shit.
Boom. Good job, Jackie.
You blast off one of his legs right at the knee. His foot spins away and he's like, "Oh, I'm not Joe!" And he falls down, so he's still at half speed. His feet are not chained together anymore.
How are they still
He has very
alive?
few hit points left because he was the original ice knife target. If that's it for Jackie, Aiden.
Okay, I casting a wind wall, which is a 50-foot long, 1 foot thick wall that I can make in any shape that I want. So I'm casting it like this. Oh wait, that's not a shape. I need the other tool. Freehand. That's what I'm in. All right. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So those got...
You're putting like different. You're making it wrinkled, so they have to go through it 6 times before they get to
Exactly.
you.
And
Yes, I think I
so
drilled them myself.
right now they take seriously 3d8 is 5 bludgeoning. You got to be fucking shitting me. That's the worst roll ever. Ugh.
Yeah, 2, 1, 2. Holy shit.
Wow.
Okay, so you're just putting it right through them.
Well,
so,
like
so,
right,
yeah.
yeah, so that it hits them immediately. They have to do a strength save, or they take 5 whole bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed, JS, in you. I mean, you're like a writer, an artist, an acrobat, a juggler, and you couldn't even draw the Fibonacci sequence. I mean, fuck you. I quit. Switch off my camera. Could have had a nice gentle curve going through these guys. Okay.
Hi guys, my followers.
Yeah. The followers are like, yeah, man, this is bullshit. He didn't even draw the Fibonacci sequence. Okay.
Jeez.
So that's going to be 5 damage. So the one who just got his leg shot off, if he doesn't save, he's dead. Does the strength save make them take less damage?
Yeah, they take half if they save.
Okay. I'll make a strength save for that guy. I forgot to turn off. He rolled an 8 with his first roll, and that is a fail. So this guy,
Bye-bye.
the wind just blows him back, and he smashes into the pillar behind him, and he goes down. No longer moving. Now the one that's crawling on top. Does the wind wall push them or anything like all of the other wind spells?
Doesn't push them. No.
How does a wind wall do damage? I don't understand. Is it like a wind so hard?
Yeah, I don't know. It's unclear.
All right, next one. Got a 21 for his save, so that's pretty good. So he'll take 2 damage. And then finally the one on the end who was uninjured makes his strength save. Nat 20, motherfucker!
Damn.
He will take 2 damage. I don't know, you keep getting fancy. Still think that Dust Devil is the best spell you got, but...
Right? Okay, I'm also gonna move... I can't select my...
So Dust Devil is just a good spell.
It is a great spell.
Yeah.
I can't select my token.
Your
God damn it, DM.
your token, your guy?
Yeah.
Try clicking just to the left of it.
Are you still
Oh,
in
wait a
draw
minute.
mode?
Hold
Try
on.
clicking to-
I was
try
still in drawing mode. That's the problem.
Okay, I was
There
gonna
we
say.
go.
It also, yeah, sometimes the pointer kind of drifts, and you have to click to the left of your token. In which case, you just reboot your
Okay.
your.
I'm
browser
also
refresh.
retreating back to here.
Jackie's like, I'm gonna get behind you, and you're like, fuck that. Aiden flies away.
I'm like, woo!
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Leaving
I'm just
behind
gonna
a whole
make
bunch of little dots from your drawing on the
Yeah.
floor, just like little Aiden sprinkles.
Yeah. So these are pillars. These are pillars. I should have. Really would love to have an isometric battle map. That would be so great. Or perspective, you know, like where you're looking down into
Are the pillars disappearing and becoming holes? What's happening?
No, they block on its side. I'm just making them black so you can't see through them. But the hiding doesn't allow you to make shapes. So hang on.
I know that it trips me up every time, like the pillars, knowing whether there's something you can walk over or whether they're actually blocking your line
I know,
of sight.
and I'm slowly coming around to the idea of making the doing active maps where you can't see around pillars and stuff. But the novelty wears off pretty fast. I don't know. If it wasn't so much work, I might want to do it, but it's a lot of work.
It's hard on stream too because I broadcast what I see, so everyone will be limited to what my character can see rather than what.
And that's right. And you can actually
Right.
create roles. You can create roles so people will see different things. And so, like, if you have, like, when we're doing the games with Penny Dragon, they have a person dedicated to running the streams.
Yeah.
And that person has a different view. So actually, the players, can cheat by looking at that view, because the game master can give that person game master rights, which means they see everything. So the viewers can see everything, but not us. Anyway, I'm not. Yeah. No, I'm not super hung up if you can see the map and stuff. I mean, that's why secretly I'm pleased that you can map the whole dungeon with your familiar. So, which is what happens in my other D&D game as well.
I think it
Okay,
works
so-
to have the black squares on there.
It does help, yeah.
You can't see through it and you can't walk on it. The end.
Totally.
Yeah.
Super totally.
I just wish that that Roll20 supported my drawing tablet, because then I could actually draw on the map with my pen. But it doesn't. You can select things, but you can't draw. You can't drag or draw things using your pen in Roll20. It doesn't support that. Okay, so Aiden, that's it for you. You have bravely advanced towards the rear. Gas. The gas are
I
going to
have
eat the crap.
Richard. I have a workaround for that. I can show you after.
For the pen tool?
Yeah.
Oh, there's ways. You I have to bounce it off a Lithuanian satellite. That's work every time. So, all right. So the gas at the top. I'll make saving throws. We're just going to keep using the same damage, Nadal.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
pretty sure that's how it works.
All right. So I'm going to make con saving throws for the two.
I don't think they roll. I think once you fail, you fail.
Like if you're just in it. I
Yeah,
feel like if
because
you
you're
leave and go
supposed-
back in, you might have to save again. Okay. in that case, we'll
Exactly,
just-
but because they're stuck, it's like the perfect use of the spell.
Yeah. Okay. I guess. I suppose.
Hey man, you're the DM, do whatever you want, but I'm just saying. I wasted a second level spell for this shit, man. Come on now.
So they're kind of going.
Nadal's fatal flaw.
These other two are like desperately trying to rip their legs out to try to get to you. This one's going to make a Constitution roll again. 19. That's pretty good. So the ghoul kind of like bends down and like just you hear like a sick cracking noise, and the foot kind of like like that movie Saw when he saws off his own foot, and the ghoul kind of lurches free and lands on the ground here.
No, that's a hole. That's a hole.
Oh yeah. Okay. We'll land on the edge then. Well, you know what? I'll make it. You know what?
It's too late.
I think he's just
down the hole.
down, isn't he?
Let's. I was trying to be cool, but so he goes. He like the ghoul kind of like staggers over, holding and kind of like comes after you, and then just disappears. Like it goes.
Oh my god.
You hear
For just a second, the two stop screaming, and Nadal and the two just look at each other like.
Yeah, so you hear the ghoul bouncing off the walls on the way down, boom, 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 and then roll a 20d6. Nadal.
Okay.
Did you say 20d6?
5.
That's maximum falling damage. Yeah.
There you go. It's a lot.
Yeah, so you hear the ghoul is screaming all the way down.
I should have just done that. I should have just shoved them down the fucking
It's
hole.
gonna land right next to Jackie. Jackie's gonna be like, "Whoa!"
So a ghoul just like lands right in the old, and then like a big pile of like a cloud of ashes just flies up.
You just hear like, sorry.
Trying to rip off its own leg.
Jackie gets splattered with ghoul guts.
Nope, it does not manage to rip off its own legs. These ones here are just like...
It's just sad. It's just really sad.
Yeah, they're
Awful.
gonna try to. This one breaks
Like he
free.
fell down the hole.
So it kind of like it just rips. Like when you pull it hard enough, eventually it strips away all the flesh, and all the rotten foot just kind of comes off, and it just like falls on the ground in front of you.
Is that his action?
Yeah. Breaking free is your action, and so he does that, and he. I'm gonna say it's a she. She looks up at you. The left foot is just like a stripped off, like just mostly bone. And there's a horrifyingly powerful stench that washes over you. She looks really badly injured as well, like just burned and just like melting and gross. So that's the gas up there. The gas down here. Well, this is just gonna keep going. 15, 20. 25, like 30. So that would be a double move to get to you. So it just kind of like pulls itself up onto the forge, gets next to you, and it smells really bad. This one, gonna make a wisdom check. High is good for him. Nope. So he's gonna run through your wind wall.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just gonna be damaged one time. I don't. It's kind of like, were you here for the discussion about the moonbeam? How the wording of moonbeam, it's a spell that creates like a beam of moonlight that burns everything that starts its turn in it.
It states specifically for the first time on a turn.
Yeah.
So
for moonbeam or for windwall?
For moonbeam.
Let's check it out. We'll just see what it says.
When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. For moonbeam.
As long as it makes one continuous path, that's great. Yeah, this is like rocks and shit flying up into the air. Keeps fog, smoke, arrows, and bolts deflected automatically miss. Wow, cool. The creatures within its area must make a strength saving throw. The creature takes 3d8 bludgeoning. Yeah, the wording on this is even worse than moonbeam.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to say. Well, also I'm going to make my saving throw. What did we say the saving throw was? It was a
15.
It was a 15 strength saving throw. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they have good strength. 19. So he saves. Yeah. So I think he's going to take the half damage and skirt around, and end up here. So the half damage. I forget what the damage was. It was like that was
5.
the 5 damage thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So he takes 2 damage.
The lamest wind wall ever.
And yep, in the list of wind walls known to history, this is definitely one of the lamest. So that is all the ghasts. Nadal, make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, great! It's just she's gone. She's gone. Jackie, you're starting your turn next to 2 ghouls. Make a Constitution saving throw. Twice.
Okay.
If there's scent only got like a 5-foot range, or
Can Bandit help me at all? Is there a
So you failed the first save, and be poisoned at the start of his next turn.
I mean, bandits flanking one of them.
Sort of, yeah. Because it says that if you start your turn within 5 feet of the ghast, you must succeed a DC 10 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned until the start of your next turn. On a successful saving throw, you are immune to the ghast stench. So the more ghasts there are, the more likely it is that you'll be immune to the ghast. That's just weird. Okay.
but I'm affected by it at first, then, or how does that work?
Yeah, I think so. So I think you're affected by the first one, and then after you will not be affected by the ghasts again after the yeah. So you now have the poison condition.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Which means poison means that you are at disadvantage to make attack rolls.
Okay.
Conditions poisoned. Poisoned is a poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, but not saving throws. So, and until the beginning of your next turn. Yeah, until the start of your next turn. So, I'm just going to put a little radius on you in a nice poison color. Can people see that? Yeah, people can see it. Okay, so that's it for and Nadal, you're back. Oh, you're presenting your cat like some kind of a Lion King thing.
It's Bean.
Yeah, Bean is terrible. So Nadal, make a saving throw. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
The ghast is right next to you, and it smells bad.
Smells ghastly.
You're good. Smell is bad, but it's bad. What are you doing, Nadal? It's your turn.
I'm gonna move the moonbeam.
All right. Oh yeah. Does it affect?
The other one, no, because it never left.
Right.
So it would only be on their next turn.
Okay. So I'm going to make a saving throw because this is now a new interaction, I guess.
Yes, that makes sense.
And it's a con save. I think it is.
I don't know.
It fails, and it's the damage.
Yeah.
What is it? What is the damage?
9.
Okay, so it crawls forward, and your moonbeam, it finally stops screaming and just lies still. There's like tears on your cheeks from this horror. The horror, you know.
This is awful. Can I move to over here so that if this one gets free, tries to get to me, there's a hole between us, and then can I also do bonus just have my shield out?
So I feel like you moved over that open hole, Nadal.
Why would I have done that? I would have gone here, and then here, and then here.
Oh, really? Okay, because you moved
What the
like
hell?
right across the open hole. You know, that's what I thought. So.
Well, yeah, because I don't move. I'm not a fucking Alejandro. Sorry.
I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please, because you're moving really close to the edge of the hole.
You're lying to me. I wouldn't have fucking moved then.
I'm gonna call. Can you just come,
You beat it
come
to
down
your
the
gun,
hole?
so yeah, you teeter on the edge, but you don't fall in. Sorry, Jackie.
Come down the hole. Come down the hole, Nadal. Come down the hole. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna
You still hear shrieking and screaming up there, although one of them seems to have stopped. And then one of the ghouls fell
You
down.
can also hear very loud sobbing. I'm not saying it's from me. I'm just saying it's there.
Okay, so you moved. Are you doing anything else?
The dungeon master is my dad. I will question him as much as I want. God damn it! At the docks. I am done.
Okay.
And I have my shield at my tower shield.
So that's it. So Jackie, back to you. You are sickened.
I'm not coming. Poisoned. I can't come down the hole. I wouldn't make it down. It takes like three turns to get down, and I'm slow. Unfortunately.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do anything. Sorry. At the docks. Okay. Well, I am going. Bandit's gonna just shimmy on. Whoop. That's drawing. Bandit's gonna shimmy on over here. So that would neutralize the disadvantage, right?
I hate to say it, but that's the end. That's in the wind wall. So.
Oh yeah, you don't want Bandit there.
Do you want to make it? Do you want to make? I don't know. Does Bandit know about wind walls? You want to make an intelligence? Like just roll against his intelligence.
My love, Bandit's been around Aiden long enough.
This is the first wind wall I've cast, though.
So what does wind wall do?
Damn it, Aiden!
Well, because Jackie's the one that
it does 5 damage if he fails a saving throw.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, he'll do that.
Okay, so he goes into the wind wall, and so you see, like you look over, like Aiden, you're flying in the back of the room, and you swear to God you see this crab go sideways into the wind wall, and then like, the wind wall is blowing his shell up like a Marilyn Monroe.
Oh.
Yeah. So make a strength saving throw for the crab, and he will take 5 damage if he fails, 2 damage if he succeeds. Like the wind wall is like a churning mass of rocks and ice and dirt and dust. I think that's not a save. I think your saving throw was a 15.
It's 15, yeah.
Okay.
So you take 5 damage, crab.
That's fine.
But it doesn't move. It doesn't move him or anything, so he's able to provide the flank.
Okay.
So make those attacks, Jackiness.
I'm gonna because I'm melee, I'm gonna shoot with Jill, and Hunter's Mark on dude. I think No, I haven't applied it on him yet, so I'll use my bonus.
This last guy was the one you had it on.
Yeah. So I'll use my bonus to move it onto him.
All right.
And I go shooty, spew with Jill. Fuck yeah, for 17.
Boom.
17 damage. He's not dead, but
wait,
it's a
that's
good
not
shot.
Right. Hunter's Mark can't get 7. Wait. Oh yeah,
Hunter's
no,
Mark
it's okay.
plus 2 because the bracers are boom.
Yeah, that's fine.
What? Well, because it's in This is the field that includes all the bonus damage, including the bracers of boom. So yeah, cool. So you did that. He's not dead. You'll have to shoot him at least one more time.
Really? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay.
Can Bandit get him?
Nope.
Bandit could snip him.
For 14.
Another big hit for 14. So you eliminate this ghoul.
Okay. And Bandit's gonna shimmy on over here.
Okay.
And I'm still poisoned, right?
Actually, he needs to make a saving throw because he was right next to these guys the whole time. So just to check to see if he gets the poison condition.
Okay. So what does he?
It's a Constitution saving throw, DC 10. If he doesn't have, you just click on his Constitution. Right, he's good.
You just want us to all die, don't you?
The crab can go underneath this thing. He just like scoots underneath it and then comes out over here and then climbs up onto the thing and he's giving you the flank. So,
all right.
Sure thing. It's a fantasy game.
Pew pew.
It's a.
Fuck yeah.
For giant nat 20. For
Jackie.
For 19 damage.
So he was barely injured, so he still has a lot of hit points.
Really, more than 19?
Yep. Yeah,
are you guys getting super badly killed down there?
No, we're kicking ass. We've only got one left.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, good to know. I'll say up here.
Nadal's got them all in like the slow setting of the meat grinder. It's just horrifying.
Slow cooker. It's better on the low setting. I'll let you guys advance to the dungeon. I'll catch up later. Let's just gotta kill these guys first.
Right, so that's it for Jackie.
But like, I love her gun is right in their gut, so it'll just be like there's just poison spew everywhere.
Imagine you get captured from your home by fuckers, and then your slaves, and then your ghouls. And then you're stuck here. Jesus, I can't.
And then a cleric sets you on fire.
No, well, that's first of all, it's a radiant flame, so it's not real fire, and it's a kindness.
You're burnt by a
war cry.
By a right-wing fundamentalist person. Yeah.
Your bandit will do his little war cry, like and then he's just
he goes.
Bandit's war cry.
Jackie
doesn't have
war cry. No, clicky, clicky, click. Okay, so he's like a Spanish merengue, whatever, mariachi dancer. All right, so Aiden, what you doing?
I'm casting Windblade.
All right.
And I'm gonna swoop in over here. Well, I disappeared under the dead body apparently.
You're gonna swoop underneath the dead bodies.
I'm over top of the dead body. There we go. And I'm gonna attack his fucking ass twice. There goes 1. 2. Yeah. Take that,
So
buddy.
7 and 11.
18.
He goes down.
Woo!
So that's it for the ghouls in the room where you are. You still hear more screaming coming from upstairs.
Have some tea. Take a break.
Man.
This gas tries to get out of the thing. It backs up
Wait,
to the corner.
Oh,
he starts his
Yeah.
turn. Okay, he is destroyed. She is destroyed.
Sorry.
And you don't hear any more screaming from upstairs. You hear some sobbing. The ghast in the corner here is like got her face in her hands. She's like, please, please.
No!
And she's like, please, please, please come closer. Please come closer. Yeah.
Oh my god, this is awful.
Like one of your feet is like in the. Oh my god, it's awful, and you move the thing onto it.
This is the worst. I'm gonna cry.
It's like the space laser in Akira. It just kind of goes.
Oh, what the hell? I don't know what else to do. I don't know how else to kill you.
The gas shrieks.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. This ghast is just screaming. Ah! Ah! Okay, are you taking any other actions, or do you have to use your bonus action to move the thing?
No, it's an action to move it.
Oh, okay. So you don't. So okay.
So I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, in previous editions of D&D, you could just use curative magic to kill undead, because they're negative energy creatures, and so positive energy from healing would actually hurt them.
Ooh.
So you could hit them with like a 5th level cure light wounds, mass cure light wounds would just hurt all of them. Okay, so that's Jackie. Jackie, your turn. Where's Jackie?
Oh, me? Sorry.
Yeah, Jackie, stop talking to your friends on the internet.
We're talking about you.
Stop making shady mattress deals.
Nadal's war cry is literally just crying. War crying.
Well, everyone's dead.
It's in the chat. Yeah, the creatures are all dead. You're done. There's no more fighting.
I'm calling Nadal. Do you need any? What's going on up there?
So you're just gonna shout.
Give me a minute.
You can just hear voices coming from down below. Nadal, do you need any help? Meanwhile, where you are, there's just shrieking of the ghoul trying not to burn alive, or burn alive undead.
The ghoul being slow cooked.
Okay, well, hurry up. I'm gonna go look around the corner here.
Or ghouls. Okay.
I
so
need
that's
your guns, Jackie. I need your guns, please.
You're on your own. I'm not climbing up that rope.
And this ghoul is like trying to get. This ghoul is like moving to the limits of its chains, and this is it. Like it's just stuck here. It's trying to like get out of the fire so that only its leg is in the fire, but it can't, and it's just like
This is the worst. I don't want to play
Jackie's
anymore.
going over there. Do you want? Oh, yeah, that's it. You're just going to quit D&D forever?
I quit D&D forever. It's too much body horror and crying for me.
Remember the Humblewood game where I was like, "This is gonna be a fun."
I remember the fucking Humblewood game.
And like
It's
third
a cute
session
game
is
with
body
cute
horror, where all the
animals.
villages, all the children are dead.
All the kids are
And they're all
hanging
hanging,
from the
and they're
tree.
hanging from a tree.
And all the adults have like worms inside their fucking brains, and there's worms trying to get inside our brain. But yeah, it's just a game about cute animals or whatever.
Was it Kat? Was it Kat who had the worm got into her character's ear, and then she was stabbing herself in the head with a dagger to get the worm out? Good stuff.
So
Good
much
times.
cheering. You're twisted. Twisted. Alright, well, I'm gonna have my gun ready for a shot if another ghoul or something appears, but that's about all I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah, so in the room where you are, there's, like I said, there's all this artwork on the walls that's showing the progression of the construction of something big.
Okay, so actually, I'm gonna go look around at that and inspect it and see what it is.
I'm having the worst day of my life, and y'all are like, what's this relief?
You know what?
I'm
though,
alive.
Miguel, like crystal little crier. That's all you. That is all you.
Like
You're the one who
Jackie's
stayed
taking out like
behind
some
the corner
parchment
of
and she's
the
like doing
rules.
some rubbings, of the bas relief. Yeah. Aiden, what do you want to do? There seems to be
Yeah, I
nothing
could
else going
just
on.
kind of examine the room, I guess. Wait for Nadal to get down here. I'll check out
like
this
I said,
side of the room.
So this looks like an old forge. Again, it's a room all paneled in metal. Strangely over here where this hang on. God damn it. Strangely over here where there seems to be a hole in the floor. The metal plates are buckled and there's a tunnel that leads off into the ice. The tunnel is looks like it would be uncomfortably tight for somebody your size to go through. Something bored through there, not with heat, but by tunneling. Like it looks like it's been bored by something that can tunnel.
Something dug it out.
Sorry, no, yes.
But not
with
big
heat.
enough.
With heat.
Oh, with heat.
Oh, okay. So
Yes,
it was
yes.
like a starved slave who was.
Yeah, it was bored with heat, and you can see like ridges running along, almost as if like a shaped object was burned its way through, or something with spines and ridges.
Interesting.
Yes, one of those electrical
Ribs
ones.
for your pleasure.
A heated
Heated.
one for extra hot dildo
yeah.
action on my OnlyFans. Yep.
Hey, Don.
Yeah. If you go to his
Um,
Patreon, for sure expect to find us.
No. Hang on, I'm gonna put my Patreon down just to see if people will go. .com/
Yeah, go check it out. It's all dicks and dildos.
It's all by Dick, but no. No, Richard has a no, I don't have an OnlyFans.
I want to see
Um,
Richard's OnlyFans.
If you know about my OnlyFans, I can't be your friend anymore. So, because you don't want to mix business with pleasure.
Yeah.
So Aiden, so you're looking around.
It's okay,
Jackie,
we're
you're
already
looking around.
used
I'll
to
give you
us-
guys
to
a
making
prep
us
as soon as we're
cry,
done dealing with Nadal. As soon as Nadal plummets down the shaft and smashes into the bottom for like 100 damage, then we'll see. The ghast. So the ghast is going to try again to rip its own leg off. Ah! It takes 9 damage again. Oh, this is so long.
this is pretty awful, yeah.
Because they have 36 hit points, so it just takes a long time. 9 damage per turn.
Mm-hmm.
Moonbeam is like a slow cooker spell.
It's actually 9 damage twice per turn, but yeah. So
The
Uh,
crock pot.
No, only if they
only-
leave it.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can do it twice
Cool.
per turn only as long as you keep moving around. Yeah.
Nadal's
What's
just
Nadal?
like vindictive inner secret demon is coming out today.
I mean,
Nadal is
is-
very sad.
You know, one person's lovely crystal entity is another person's crystal demon. You know,
I
so
have to
Crying,
kill them
sobbing.
all
True.
slowly.
Which you have living
Very
within you.
sad. Can what's the worst for them? Their dex or the con, do I think?
Well, like I said, they have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws while they are chained. So that's
So I'll
definitely
do
their
Sacred
worst.
Flame. I'll do Sacred Flame.
Although they have good dex, but yeah.
But it's a disadvantage, right?
13. 7 damage on 2d8. That's some shit.
Yeah, I know. Story of my life.
Alright, so that's it for Nadal. You're just like snapping your finger, and then more holy light burns up. The ghoul screams, "My eyes!" Okay, Jackie. Yeah, so you kind of walk around the room, and there are murals depicting dwarven smiths hammering away, building an engine. It starts off with like a big stone, like a big pedestal, a round pedestal, and they're inscribing runes on it, and then they start building it up from there. It goes on, and because this is scribed into the metal, you can't be sure, but it looks like they're making it out of crystal. Like they're socketing large crystals into it, and putting crystals into the framework and doing stuff like that, until they end up with this really big. It looks like a device made of metal and stone with crystals stuck into it. It's almost like a walnut loaf, like if you bake a nice bread that has walnuts sticking out of it. Except these are, imagine it's like.
Is it a portal?
But instead, imagine if you made a walnut loaf out of Legos. It doesn't look like a portal. It looks like a big thing.
And
almost like a brain made out of metal and wood and crystal.
How old do the drawings and stuff look?
Make a history check. You're not poisoned anymore, so you're like, whoa. You probably threw up your breakfast, but
16.
16's pretty good. When you grew up, your masters forced you to read history because it's important to know things. This is in a very, they are depicted in like a very old style, that probably from many centuries ago. But I mean, Hub has been here for 500 years, so who knows what they were doing in this glacier.
And there's no indication in there of what it does.
I mean, Quebec City's been here for 500 years, so yeah. So you see them building it, and then at the end, they all stand back, and then there's like light coming out of it.
Okay, and I've never seen anything like it before in my travels or.
No.
Huh. Okay.
All right, so that's pretty much all you can do in a 6-second combat turn. Aiden. There's still screaming coming from. The screaming is become like a sobbing, like a wailing cry. Pretty sure it's still a ghoul crying. You can also hear the sobbing of Nadal.
I mean, I'm just, I'm gonna go behind my wind wall here, so the roar of the wind can just like drown all that out.
Calm blue ocean. Yeah. Okay. So the ghast will take another 9 damage. Jesus, 3 hit points. Or 2 hit points. So Nadal, the ghast finally kind of like, stops shrieking and looks at you and says, "Set me free." Almost like a moment of lucidity.
Trying! Do another sacrifice!
Nadal's like, "I will set you free from this world."
Fuck! A 6, a 4, and a 2, you mother.
Yeah, she's gonna just kind of like look up into it, and she's gonna say, "You are a devil," and then she's killed. Destroyed.
Yeah, we never really tried to get any information from them at all, did we? It's just kill.
Great.
Like you fireboarded them, but didn't ask them any questions. You just killed them. It's just brutal. All right, so you guys can be all reunited downstairs.
Yeah, come on, Nadal, get your ass down here. Your beautiful crystal ass.
Just
mind the ghoul.
Die roll or 2.
I'll go down.
Okay.
But I'm not happy about him. It's not a good time for me.
Right, so eventually you hear the laborious sounds of the horrible sounds of crystals scraping against metal. The old chalkboard, the old fingernails on a chalkboard. So you hear Nadal climbing down on the rope ladder, all, one step at a time, clink, clink, screech, 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 just scraping all the way down. Once in a while, like a little, flake of crystal comes down. And then eventually, Nadal lands, and there's like mascara running down their face.
Yes.
Jackie will reach out to see if they want to give her a hug.
Oh, are you gonna give Nadal
Mascara.
a hug?
I'm gonna offer Nadal a hug.
I didn't know what else to do.
Jackie does not give hugs out ever. But
wow. Aiden is just floating in a lotus position behind the wind wall. That's it. Okay. So, Nadal, you come down and you look at this room and there are dead ghouls. There's the one that fell down. There's kind of splattered. Ironically, that seemed to be probably the best way to get rid of them.
Yeah,
just to throw them all down the well
looks
somehow.
around. Nadal looks around and says, "I should have just thrown them down the fucking hole."
Well, it would have been a struggle because they would have been like struggling, So.
Yeah, not to die as people who are not dead do.
Yeah.
Super good and great and awesome.
Okay, so you arrive in this room, and immediately you see you're always interested in churches and temples and things, and so on the walls they almost look religious. These inscribed scenes of dwarven smiths building something. Do you start at the beginning, or do you just go to the end, or
Of the bas-relief.
of the bas-relief? Yes.
I'll start.
Bas-relief.
I guess I'll start where it's. I'll try and look at where it starts.
Yeah, it starts over here.
Okay, cool. I'll go over here.
Okay. So there's a bunch of smiths who are laying down the foundations for something, like on a round stone pedestal. And as you go around, you see them like bringing materials and wood and stone and metal and crystals. There are crystals throughout this, like big ones. And as you go around, you sort of get a sinking feeling because it starts to build up, and it looks like they're building. It looks like they're building something. I don't know what the word is in Nadal's language for it, but by the time you get to the end, you're probably sobbing again because they have built something that looks exactly like the crystal formation where you come from.
What?
huh?
But it's made of stone and metal and crystal.
What? What the fuck kind of fucked up Disney World is this, man?
So in the bas-relief, it looks like they have built something that looks and seems to be exactly the same as your central crystal consciousness, or whatever you want. I don't even know what you call that. The collective,
I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, it has a name, I think.
Well, it's just called home with a capital H. So they built something like that. And in the end, it's finished, and they stand back, and there's light shining from it, and energy and all that stuff.
Why? Why? None of this is good and fun.
You would presume that this is the engine.
What? But why is it like my...
So Nadal, what does the engine do? Does it like power the portals? Does it stop the portals?
This isn't...
Does it make margaritas?
This isn't supposed to be here.
But it says they're making it. So is this a new one? Is this a second one?
For us, this is... I guess you would call it's our afterlife. It's where everybody, when you die, you get to rejoin the greater consciousness, and you join the collective. Oh yeah, it is called the collective.
The walnut loaf of
And
grass.
you just
The
join,
walnut
you
loaf
join,
of yeah.
you join back the collective, and then you're part of this thing that is ongoing and has been ongoing for centuries and decades. It's our most sacred thing.
It's where all the souls, it's where all the souls of your people come from and go back to. Yes.
Because the dead thing that you questioned before said that they had already. What did they say? That he'd already built the engine or something?
He activated the engine.
He activated the engine.
This is.
Oh my god, are they going to be pulling all your dead souls to make them slaves?
This is wrong.
Well, he activated the engine, 47 days ago or whatever, so who knows?
Are you saying the engine is what closed the portals?
Well, it happened not long before the portals closed, right? So
we have to keep going.
In the hours before the portals closed is sometime when that engine was activated. So says the dead captain that you questioned.
Do we need a short rest? No.
I'm fine.
Well, I'm going to give you inspiration, Nadal, for even though you botched the job, you wanted to put them to rest. You couldn't leave them behind. I mean, you did them a kindness, right?
Well, what the fuck was I supposed to do? I'm a cleric, man. I'm not built for damage. God damn it. My executor went down the freaking ladder.
Oh my god.
Executioner.
Okay.
That's pretty great.
Bean doesn't judge me or my choices. I'll just say that.
Well, your other cat neither. Your other cat has no loyalty to you. She was in her bed like the first night, waiting for us, purring, happy.
I don't doubt it. She's a whore.
Cats are just, they're cheap love,
No, yeah. Bean loves me. Sorry about it. I want to keep going. Cool. Let's go.
Okay, cool. So that was the Ghasts. Hope you enjoyed that. It was fun.
Sorry, did you guys take any damage at all?
Nope.
I didn't.
Don't think so.
Bandit did.
Nope. Only Bandit did, that's right.
Damn.
Yeah, from friendly fire.
But Bandit had 5 bonus hit points to his max hit points too, right?
Oh, right.
I think it's only 3 people.
It's 3 creatures, sorry.
Okay.
What?
Only 3.
That's okay.
That's some specious bullshit.
So I know, right?
It means Smokey also didn't get it, which would be really good for Smokey to have, almost triple hit points.
Smokey's not with us until I summon him.
But he could be.
I'm sorry, Smokey isn't with us anymore.
Smokey is no longer with us, I'm afraid.
No, I just mean he's in another realm. Yeah, let's go.
He's gone to a better place. Where? Campson. Oh.
Something's going on. Something's happened. This isn't fucking right, man.
All right, so you head down this metal passageway. The passageway is kind of round. It's almost like a round tube that leads down, and there are like pipes and things, along the sides, like an industrial thing.
Have you been playing Skyrim?
Does anyone have a healing cantrip?
No.
There are no healing cantrips.
Can someone make a healing cantrip and heal my crab?
You could use a first level spell to heal the crab.
No. No, he's fine.
Is Nadal not going to do it?
No, he's good. I'm trying to see.
I think I will wait
until he's making death saves, and then Nadal can
No,
I've
but if I'm gonna, if a bunch of people are hurt, then I'll do mass healing word, or or a vitality might bring him up.
No. If it gets bad, then I've got healing potions and stuff. That's okay.
Okay, so up ahead there looks like there's a break in the passageway. Like the passageway that goes beyond the crack is slightly lower, and there's there's like a cold wind blowing in through this crevasse that seems to be bottomless. It doesn't look very wide, but it's kind of hard to jump across because the ceiling is it's a circular passageway.
I could just fly over it.
So yeah, you could totally just fly over it.
Great, Aiden.
Suckers.
All right. So is that what you are going to do?
I'm gonna fly across it. Yep.
Well, I can't.
All right. So
I can't. I cannot fly yet.
So this place is very cold, like I said, and there's frost on everything, and there's a lot of frost. The wind blowing in through this crevasse has deposited a bit of ice and stuff on the edges of the metal, and the ice and stuff, when you fly over it, kind of like crystallizes, and tendrils of cold ice crystals reach out and will attack Eden.
What?
I'm just going to add this guy. I'm just going to put this guy in in front of Aiden, or right after Aiden.
What did you say he was?
Actually, I'm just going to roll initiative for him. It's almost like the frost. Like there's frost building up around the edges. The frost kind of peels away and animates in like a cloud. Almost like on a really cold day when the wind blows and the snow makes glittering crystals in the air. It seems it's very transparent.
I'm guessing this thing's not going to take cold damage.
It's unlikely that it will.
Are we re-rolling initiative as well?
So I'm just going to go to Aiden since Aiden was going. And as a reaction to you moving over it, it will do the tendril thing. I'm just going to put it behind you so we can see you. And yeah, it just seems to be floating in the air. So let's just see here. Whipped through the air by snowstorms and resembling a spider's web dangling with delicate ice crystals, these silently gliding beautiful killers are adapted to the merciless cold of the north. Ah, good times, good times. Okay. It has chilling. It has a chilling attack. Oh, that's pretty great. Okay, I like it. So it's just as you flew, you basically flew through it. It'll just attack you with its tendrils. Do I have disadvantage to attack you with melee attacks?
Not with melee. Bludgeoning. I may have resistance to bludgeoning though. Let me check. That would be nice.
And I don't see why. I think you do. Why would it be bludgeoning? It's like ice crystal shards that smash it. They form a solid thing and they smash into you, I guess.
Yeah, resistance to bludgeoning. I do have resistance to bludgeoning. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I have also resistance to cold.
Yeah. So you will take 6 bludgeoning damage then instead of 13.
All right.
And because it's doing a reaction, it does not attack you twice and will not engulf you. So you can finish your movement. Or if you want to finish your move on the other side, this would be it. Note that if you leave its melee reach, it will attack you again.
So basically, it attacked me as I was coming across.
As you were flying through. Actually, no. It already used its reaction to attack you, which means it won't attack you again if you move out of its reach. So you can keep going. I'll draw more of the hallway.
Okay. I haven't gone across, right? I'm going up. I'm going to go up above it, up the crevasse.
That's a ballsy move, sure. So you kind of go fly up into the crevasse. It gets narrow very quick, but yeah. Because you are now like about 100 feet below the surface of the glacier. So if you look up, you can see a faint luminescence from the sky, because it's still late afternoon, but you can't see the sky. The crevasse kind of went. Maybe if you keep going, you would get to open the sky, and there is wind blowing through here, so there is something.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so you fly straight up, no problem. I'm gonna move you.
Oh, giant bandit.
So how far up do you go?
I'm only going 10 feet above it.
Okay, I'm just gonna put you 10. I'm gonna put you 10 feet above it on the map, as it were, in the crevasse.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, and do you want to take any actions?
Yeah. Is it officially my turn?
It is officially your turn. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna hit that fucker.
Die.
I'm gonna hit that fucker with a thunder wave. I'm gonna cast it at level 2.
Damage.
Boom.
higher level cast robbed. So DC 15 Constitution save. I will roll it.
Yeah.
Nat 1, so I take 13 thunder damage, and you
Band-Aid?
smash, and this pushes it down 10 feet.
Yep.
All right. So you just smash it, and it kind of goes down. I'm gonna put it over here to show that it's down below the bridge. So in fact, we just rotated the map 90 degrees so that you're still in the same circular hallway, but the yeah, you're now walking on the bottom of it. So yeah. Okay, so that was it for Aiden. Why is he crying? Because he has taken 5 damage?
He's very sad.
What does it say? Rending? Mending?
It says mending.
I like the Band-Aid. The Band-Aid is wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Mending the crab.
Can you mend a crab? Maybe not, but you can put a band-aid on. Hope for the best.
Yeah, it's like, roll 20. Is it a little too much to ask to have the drawing tablet activated? Jesus. All right, so I'm going to turn off the...
No, I'm quite happy with my clip art. Clip art.
Click art. Okay, so the ghasts are gone. Nadal, what do you want to do? There seems to be like a creature that was semi-transparent, frosty cloud of frost.
I never went.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna get my shield out and cast Sacred Flame.
Didn't we skip Jackie's turn?
We did skip Jackie.
No, it was Aiden. No, we started with Aiden. We started with Aiden, so yeah, it was not. Jackie already had done something that turn, presumably moving forward.
No.
So Nadal, the creature has been pushed down.
Nadal was the last one to do something. She was inspecting the hieroglyphs and moved down, right?
Yeah, I know, but then Aiden kind of crossed the bridge. Like you guys were all moving forward. I know, Jackie's
Aiden,
just like whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, Aiden triggered the whatever. I'll just do a Sacred Flame and we'll move on, and then it'll be Jackie's turn again.
Yeah, but why did that guy get to go then before me? Why did the baddie go?
Because he had an action.
Oh, because he reacted, yeah. So I'm going to put Jackie ahead of the bad guy just to make you feel better. So, and so Nadal, go ahead and so the creature is now. You have to like lean over a little bit to look down, and it's just like flowing down there. It's kind of like a badly rendered 1990s Star Trek episode. It's the crystalline entity flying.
I'm just doing Sacred Flame.
So I have to make a dexterity save.
Uh-huh.
My dex is good. Fuck. 15 damage.
Finally, I'm rolling something that looks good.
All right, yeah. So the creature is not happy.
Great.
Huh. Okay. Jackie, it's your turn. So sorry other people went before you, but Aiden just does that. He just, he runs forward and casts windy shit, and then you just get left behind.
Yep.
That's the way it is.
Okay, well, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark. And are both my pistols magic weapons?
Yes.
Or just the one?
They are considered magic weapons.
Okay. Do I have line of sight to him where I am, or can I hop over, or?
No, you can just lean. You kind of lean over and look down. Like you're basically the creature's like right here, down 10 feet.
Okay.
That's why I just moved it over here, as if we just rotate the map 90 degrees.
All right, so I'm just gonna
side view.
him.
Do you understand? Do you understand?
I understand.
My armor class is 16. You hit.
All right, so I hit 416 damage.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have any ability to do anything, so you hit it for, yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. For 7 damage.
7 more.
That's shit. Jill is really letting me down these days. I think she's just really tripping up that the other pistol is so close.
She wants to go home.
No.
You gonna take a third shot?
Yeah, third shot. Oops. What did I do? Shit.
I always picture Jackie shooting her guns kind of like the pistol guy from Shadow and Bone.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
like he has two guns. He has two guns, and he like pulls one gun out and goes bang, and spins it and puts it away, and pulls the other gun out, bang, spins it, puts it away, pulls the first gun back out, bang.
Obviously.
You know.
The It rolled it twice. So
I mean, that scene when they're on the train and they're getting attacked by the flying demons or whatever, you know, and they're all like, "Oh God, the flying demons! What are we gonna do?" And he's like, "Really, really? Wondering what we're gonna do?" And he's like, "Bang, bang, 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 bang!" And he just shoots them all. This is so good. Anyway, yeah. All right, so you did another 13 damage.
No, I missed. It rolled twice. The first one I don't think hits.
11 plus 2 is a miss. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Jackie. Frostveil. So Frostveil drifts back up, back in front of you guys, and it's gonna fuck you up, I think.
Oh.
Yep.
Spirit spores. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna roll a d20, and if I roll, because I want to use my multi-attack. I don't want to use the spirit spores. Fuck. Yeah, so the creature seems to move reflexively, like it's moving towards the heat of you guys. And so Aiden is kind of further away, so it's either Jackie or Nadal. Odd, it'll be Jackie. Jackie. It's going to try to engulf you, so it will attack you with its tendrils. So first attack with the tendrils, AC 26!
Oh, what the hell?
So 12 bludgeoning damage against Jackie. Like these tendrils of frost and ice reach out. Second attack, AC 23.
Shit.
12 bludgeoning damage.
Doing the math.
And you are engulfed, but I think he gets 3 swings. Well, he'll just do that, and then you are now. It pulls you in. You're like floating in the air over the chasm.
She's inside it?
Yeah. When a frost veil wraps itself around a medium or smaller creature, the target takes bludgeoning and acid damage and is grappled. Holy
What
Christ!
the
This
fuck?
is awesome.
Acid or
No, it's
cold?
not. It's terrible. Terrible.
Does this count as my preferred terrain?
No.
Stormy feature?
Fuck off.
He's
No,
basically
it's
a
like
big
ranger.
storm,
It's like
isn't
preferred
he?
terrain. It's ice tunnel. It says it right here. It's on the paper. You're like, you're released. Yeah. You take 14 bludgeoning damage from being crushed inside of it.
Fuck off.
And
No, there's no and.
always, it's this improv, man. Always say and. You take 14 acid damage from.
What
you know what?
the
Acid
hell?
It's 14 cold damage. It's 14 cold damage.
Is Jackie still alive?
Well, I'm hurting.
Jesus.
Like, no, like, not. Yeah. Mm.
That's not cool. Not cool.
So it has grabbed Jackie. What's it gonna do with Jackie?
Is it
Not
not done
cool at
enough?
all.
That's done enough.
Yeah, how fast can it go? Speed 10 feet. It's gonna go back down. It's gonna go back off. It's gonna go back down 10 feet with Jackie. So Jackie, you're like, it's really cold in this creature. Aiden, you see Jackie going down. Jackie kind of like gets pulled into it, and she's like, ah! It's kind of like the way a gelatinous cube pulls you into it. So,
All right. So how deep does this crevasse goes way down, right?
It seems to go for like it kind of go. Eventually, it kind of curves so you can't see.
Right.
First.
Well, you said it gets narrow up top, but I'm guessing it doesn't get narrow down below.
Yeah, but it's pretty gradual. Are you trying to get to the other side of it? Is that what you're?
Yes, I want to fly around and below it.
There's a lot of room to get around it. Like on the sides, above and below, you can. It's a 3D. The 3D environment is good.
Okay, I'm flying around it and getting 10 feet below it, and then I'm gonna hit it with a thunder wave to try to knock it back up.
All right. Jackie will also be affected by the thunder wave.
Oh God damn it! I was afraid of that. I don't know how to hit it without hitting Jackie. I don't think I can. I don't think there's any way to do it. I mean, I could, unless I just stab it, which still might hit Jackie.
You could probably stab it with a magic weapon, because Jackie only takes up a portion of it. But yeah, thunder wave, you can't really hit the creature without hitting Jackie with an area spell.
But the problem is Jackie's floating in the air, so if we just kill it, she's just gonna fall.
Is that water? Am I over water, or is that an ice?
Yeah, you can hear rushing water, like in the great distance down below.
Yeah, great distance of water is like concrete. This is not a good plan.
How great of a distance?
It's pretty far. It's
Pretty
well, you
great.
can't see. You can't see. You can see 300 feet with your dark vision, and before you get to 300 feet, it just kind of curves away,
Okay,
like
so
it's because it's not a straight
let's not
crack,
drop
so you
me.
can't see the bottom. It would probably end up being. You would probably just end up falling, and eventually it would just be too narrow, and you'd just be stuck there forever until you
Jackie
die.
would.
All right. Well, I guess I'll fly below it then, and I will cast
Oh,
Wind
God.
Blade and stab it with my fucking glaive.
Okay.
That seems to be the only thing I can do that's not gonna hit Jackie.
What happens when he dies, though? Do I fall?
I will catch you.
Okay.
Catch you if you fall.
That's why I'm below it. I got you. I totally got you.
I don't like this one bit, you guys.
Damn, Aiden is gonna do something completely selfless.
Aiden borrows from Disney. Sorry, so it's just a 15. There's no bonus to that.
Sadly, that's as high as it gets. That is the bonus.
The armor class is higher than
Does
15.
he get
God
advantage
damn it.
because we're technically sort of flanking him? I'm just inside.
This is like
You really aren't. However, do you get 2 swings with the glaive, or did you have to do a different thing to?
No, I get 2 swings with the regular blade, but if I'm using it as a glaive, I only get 1.
Oh, if you're doing the long.
this is so
okay,
sweet. Aiden can't pretend that he doesn't care about us anymore. He has to.
Yeah.
he can't be aloof.
Oh,
He has-
So again, I'm going
He's
to
just
put
trying
you
to see
down
up my
below the creature.
pantaloons.
Down below the creature. So again, imagine this is like a side view.
I'm
So
10
Nadal,
feet
you're
below
like
it, by the
standing-
way. 10 feet below
Oh yeah,
it.
yeah, okay, yeah. So Nadal, you're standing on the edge, looking down, and right
Am I
below you.
technic- Oh, right below me. Okay, got
Like
it.
imagine this is a side view now. It'd be fun to run this game like in a 3D environment, like Minecraft or something, you know, and be able to like rotate the map and
Right?
you know.
Okay, next stream, no
Okay,
D&D.
so
We're
that-
just playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
So that was Aiden, Nadal. Nice try though. Jackie
Oh.
is just below you, going, "Oh God, it's so cold."
The bandit is like really strong, right?
Who? What? Sorry, what is strong?
Bandit, he can like hold people. He's strong, right?
Sure, yeah.
Can I tie
Bandit-
a rope?
Bandit's just like leaning up against the wall. He's like, "What? I got nothing to do right now."
Can I tie a rope on
To
Bandit?
Bandit and throw him
then
down so he
throw
can
it-
grab.
No,
Jackie?
no, and then throw the rope to Jackie.
Oh, throw
just
Bandit
tell
to
him,
Jackie.
No! So, throw the rope to Jackie so that me and Bandit are
Yes,
holding
if you
it.
want to use your action to tie a rope to Bandit and tell him, "Bandit, run that way," and I'll throw the rope
Because
to
he's
Jackie.
capable
You
of
can-
grappling big creatures.
It's
You'll
your
have to
mom. It's your mom. You have to, you know.
Hey, we're
Oh.
partners. We're partners.
You'll have to make a ranged attack roll to throw the rope to Jackie.
So what skill is that?
It would be your ranged attack roll. So you basically roll a d20, add your dexterity bonus and your proficiency bonus, because everyone's proficient in throwing rope. So
See, if you actually toss Bandit, that might be better. Because Bandit would be able to just clip onto my coat like he normally does and pull me up.
That's why I said throw
So
Bandit
I'm
down.
gonna
So you can, like,
use my inspiration.
oh my God! Okay.
Roll
And
Bandit.
what's your proficiency bonus at 5th level? Is it +3?
3,
But what's
plus-
your dex bonus?
0.
Oh, it's just a +0. I thought you had negative dex. Okay.
Not yet.
So that's a total roll of 20. Yeah, yeah. So you tie the rope. You tie the rope to Bandit. And Bandit's like, starts
Hold
snipping
it!
the rope.
Hold it! Hold it! Go,
he
go,
starts
go!
holding the rope with his. He starts running down the hallway,
I'm gonna pull on it too.
and you throw the rope, and it lands right on Jackie. So Jackie, this rope kind of lands on you.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie's gonna use it to like
All right,
be
Jackie, it's
pulled
your
and
turn.
like.
All right. So what?
So you can make an athletics or acrobatics check to get out, to break out of the grapple. And having the rope means when you escape, you won't plummet to your
Nice.
death. You can just climb up the rope. So it's a
21.
DC 15.
Nice.
It's a DC 15
Nice.
athletics. Okay, yeah. So you kind of struggle, get out, and you can pull yourself up to here.
Woo!
But that's your action for the turn.
Okay.
So
Okay,
right now you're
girl.
holding the rope, and
You gotta go behind me. Don't get caught again.
because the creature's going to come back for you again. So yeah. Yeah, it seems to be fairly unintelligent. Yeah.
What's his
So
reach?
now-
Well, it runs on instinct.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have that much movement, Jackie.
So things don't look good for Aiden. It is now the Frost Veil's turn. So the Frost Veil kind of like drifts around. It's looking for something warm. So.
But just for the record, I'm leaving the rope on Bandit, and I'm gonna let it hang down the chasm just in case somebody needs it.
In case Aiden needs the rope. So I'm gonna roll a d6 on a 1 or a 2.
Bandit's on the end of the rope like a bait.
So Bandit was
No,
here then,
no,
right?
Bandit's next to you, but the other end of the rope is just dangling.
Oh,
so somebody can grab it.
Honestly, I was when Catherine said she was going to tie a rope to Bandit, I thought she was just going to hold on to the rope and throw Bandit down the shaft.
That's what I thought too.
The problem is that my strength is a +1.
That's totally what Jackie. That's totally what Jackie would have done. Throw Bandit down to me. We could die together. They're clutching her crab.
Well, Bandit's strength is +1.
But together, it's a +2. It's
because Bandit has this mechanical ability of grappling, and
of
like last fight, Bandit was grappling a bullet, which is like a 5,000-pound size of a rhinoceros creature.
It makes no sense. But...
He's kind of like snip. Yeah. So. Yeah, like I remember playing the Champions, the superhero role-playing game, where in order for weak characters to not be just like stopping stronger characters from doing stuff, kind of like what Bandit can do. Characters could use casual strength to avoid being grappled, whereas if you could just use like a small portion of your strength without having to use an action to just like flex, and get people to like this is like Superman flexing, and just the air from his muscle would knock you back, Yeah. So anyway, so the Frost Veil on a 1, I'm gonna roll a d6. Yeah, I'm gonna roll d6 on a 1 or a 2. It's gonna float up and attack Nadal because Nadal is up there. Because the distance is the same. It's just Nadal is kind of like.
I'm asking for it. Come on, hit me, bitch.
Aiden is down below, so I'm going to go 1 or 2 for Nadal, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Aiden on a d6. Yep. So it drifts up, and it's going to try to grab Nadal. So.
Great. This is great. This is good.
So you plant your shield, and so it has disadvantage to attack you. Do you have the? You're not doing the defense action.
Oh, I said I was. Yeah, I totally am. No. I just have my tower shield, but it's advantage. It's advantage when it's like a contested.
Yeah. So So I'm just going to attack you with my tendrils. First tendril, AC 16.
Miss.
So tendrils like smashes against your shield. Second tendril, AC 26.
Super hits.
18 bludgeoning damage.
Oh God.
So the tendril just kind of wraps around you, crushes you. Third attack. It has 3 attacks. I see 17. So it tries to grapple you, and it misses. It's when it gets to hit you. It's when it hits you twice that it engulfs you. So it did not engulf you.
My God, I'm kind of low on health too, y'all. We're gonna have to take a short rest.
So that's the Frost Veil.
Assuming we survive.
The creature has floated up above you. Yeah. You take a short dirt map. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to come up to 10 feet below it, and I'm going to hit it with another thunder wave and try to knock it up the crevasse.
All right. I'm not hearing a lot of music here.
Bye, Bean. I love you, Bean.
Okay, so you used the kaboom, 5 damage.
My damage rolls have been. I don't even understand.
What's 2d8, yeah, low rolls. And it's a 15 Constitution save. I have good Constitution. Yeah. So I take 2 thunder damage. I am not moved. I am unmoved.
Come on, Bushi, you're supposed to be on our side.
I don't understand right now because what is happening?
Well, you didn't cast it at higher level. Last time you cast it at higher level.
Right. No, but I'm just confused because it's supposed to be 2d8, but I rolled and it rolled 4d8. Like it's showing on my screen 4d8s right now, but it only counted 2 of them, so I don't understand what's going on. It's very confusing.
I think it rolls all the dice in case you roll a crit.
Oh.
I think it does that, and I think there's buttons you can click to turn off the rolling of all the extra dice. I'm not sure. Like I like seeing it on the DMs on the Twitch screen. Like I would just like to see the D20 just to see, because those nat 20s look great when they come up. But
right. And it saved too, so it didn't get.
So it took 2 damage and did not. It was unmoved.
Jeez.
Unmoved. Unlike Nadal, who is always moved. Okay. So that's it. You're gonna stay down there, Eden?
I'm not going to stay below it, actually. I'm going to fly up next to it, but still maintain the same amount of distance from it.
Yeah. So you can get up above it. If you get it, you cannot get into the hallway without getting into it.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to get the same level as it, so that next time I'll be trying to hit it sideways.
Yep. Nadal, you have a big frosty thing in front of you.
I'll do healing word on myself because I'm the one who's like right in front of it, and then I think I'll just take a defense action.
Okay. So you kind of go. The dodge action, Jackie.
Shoot it! Shoot it!
Yeah.
Yeah, super shoot it.
I'm just gonna triple shoot that little fucker.
Pew pew pew.
I gotta take a picture of this bandit. He's so cute.
For 12?
Of the what? Of what?
The bandit.
So Jackie, so you hit for 12 damage. Jesus. All right, and did you
Holy
shoot the
bejeebies.
second time? Yeah, it looks like it's in pretty. It's like seems to be in pretty bad shape.
Nice.
Okay.
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it!
Alright.
What am I
12?
hearing?
You hit it again for 12
I know.
damage.
Suddenly there's very epic music playing somewhere.
Yeah, who am I hearing?
I think it's because Jackie, because Nico is a pretty terrible Twitch streamer, and I think she just puts a microphone in front of her phone in order to get the audio for the Twitch stream. I don't know.
God
Well, I
damn it,
have
Nico.
to, otherwise I have to wear earbuds. And I don't like wearing earbuds.
Yeah. I'm wearing earbuds.
I know, it's stupid. I don't know. There's just so much, I
don't know.
What?
Okay, so Jackie, how do you want to kill this cloud of frost?
Yes.
It's basically a plant. It's just a cool winter-themed plant, like a mold or a frosty mold.
I think Jackie is too cold to really do anything too fancy.
Like if you've lived in Canada, in the spring you'll get mold on top of the snow when you have a thaw, but then it freezes again and thaws again. Mold will you get like a furry mold on top of the snow, and then when your grass starts to appear, that all gets all moldy in the spring.
Don't talk about Canada like a
That's
collective
really
whole.
weird.
Speak for yourself, you weird East Coasters.
Yeah.
Central.
Don't forget,
Easterners.
Nico is from Vancouver, which is really not Canada.
Which is basically
Like-
Portland.
It has nothing in common.
The Americas of Canada.
It has nothing in common with any other part of Canada, climate-wise.
Right.
No, like
BC has more in common with Portland.
Yeah, I was gonna say JS and I are in the same
That's right. We're in the same climate.
Pacific Northwest.
You're in the same
Okay, well-
realm. Yeah, you're like in the different realm from us. Yeah. All right, so yeah, you have killed it. It is dead. It just kind of like
Yay.
floats away and disappears.
We've done it!
Good
Once
fucking
again.
riddance. Holy
Woo.
shitballs.
All right. Let me stop flying. Get up here. All right.
Alright,
Right, so
you guys,
what do you guys want to do now?
I need to rest. I need to
I want to cross and then rest.
But
Aiden, can you
what-
see what's over there? Can you see
what
down
if
there?
we encounter something else on the other side?
Yeah. Do you really want me to fly ahead right now?
No, but can you just... What can you see
I don't know what can. I
without
can,
going?
I do
think I
have
can
healing.
s-
I do have healing potions. Should I take a healing potion?
Well, we might be
hang
able to
on.
just do like a...
One more room.
I would
Never-
take the
never
healing
can-
potion personally.
uh,
Yes. Because you're pretty badly hurt, aren't you?
no, but we're taking a short rest, aren't we?
Yeah.
But what if there's
We
something
could
in the next
we
room?
could go back to the room we just left and take a short rest.
We could. Instead of moving on. Because we know it's empty. Yeah, let's do that. Let's backtrack. Just
Okay.
like huddle. Huddle.
Well, what does a potion of greater healing give? Oh, 44.
Don't forget, you
plus
can always just type in the compendium healing
No,
potion.
so yeah, I see it. I have it. So why don't you guys go ahead and call out, and if there's something there, I'll just chug the potion and follow.
No, I need a short rest. I want a short rest.
Okay.
I'm healed up with 2 hit dice.
It's 44 plus 4. Oh, it's a lot. Yeah, it's up to 20 points. In the unlikely event that you would roll 4 4s. So you're gonna try to take a short rest, eh? Well, well.
What do you mean? Wait, what you talking about?
Nothing.
I don't really need a rest, so I'll stay here in the doorway and stand guard.
All right. So, how long do you have your dark vision for? How long did that last?
It was only an hour.
So that's gonna fade. How will you see after that is done?
Oh, how's the rest? Oh, rest. How long is a short rest? Is it an hour?
It's an hour, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm still gonna take a potion. I still need a potion. What's a regular potion?
Oh.
A regular potion is 2d4 plus 4.
Would the short rest give us our extra hit points back? The extra 5?
Yeah.
You can spend hit dice to roll. You can roll your hit dice.
You can heal it back up to the 5. Yeah.
To the plus 5. Yes. So
I'm
can Bandit.
I'm gonna use Harness Divine Power to use my Channel Divinity to gain a 2nd level spell slot back, and then during a short rest, I'm gonna get the Channel Divinity back because you get it back on short rest.
Okay, and then you're gonna turn on your dark vision again. Or
no,
is that once a day?
I can use a spell slot, any spell slot of any level, to share it again if we really need it.
All right, so 1 hour goes by and you're good. Yeah, you don't.
Okay. I don't know if I trust you, but that's fine. Let's keep going.
Awesome.
Because you said some stuff was like glowing a little. Is it still glowing a little, or do we really need dark vision to see at all?
You need dark vision. Whenever you're in the metal tunnels, you can't. It's just dark.
Okay, I guess I'll use a 1st level spell slot to give us all an Eyes of Night again.
Right.
All right. Hang on, I'm just getting some stuff. I mean, there's nothing else in this, you know. It's fine.
I'll also give the vision to Bandit because I can.
Hang on.
Oh shit! I always have Eyes of Night. Always. But I could share it if I want to.
Well, once a day or whatever. Using a spell slot.
But we've got a little human here, so. Little human
All right,
Jackie.
so little human Jackie. Yeah. So you guys gonna get back across the chasm? So how are you gonna cross the chasm? Like Aiden can just. Are you just gonna fly? Can you?
Well.
I'm just gonna dream really hard.
Yeah, I guess I'll take my windy form again, which will be my 2nd time for the day. I'll fly back across. I can take a rope for you guys if you want. I can try to tie it somewhere to help you get across.
Like you said, it's lower, right? Can I just jump downwards?
Well, you can just jump. It's like slightly lower. It's like you can just jump across, making an athletics check.
Yeah. That's
Just I'll take a rope. You hold on to it while you jump, just in case you fall, so we can maybe try to stop you.
Yeah, I'm about 280 pounds.
You're gonna need a crab to hold them up.
Yes,
Well, maybe throw a bandit across first.
True. Take Bandit across.
All right. You want to make an athletics check to toss Bandit across? I'll give you advantage because Bandit.
No! Aiden can fly. We're not throwing the crab around.
Okay, Bandit's okay. So for the moment, Bandit becomes very light, and you can just carry him across. Sure.
All right, and then Bandit will
Nadal
help
is
me.
literally a bag of rocks. Like
Bandit will help me
pounds.
hold on to the.
Bandit
rope
will grapple the rope.
Grapple me, Bandit, please.
Yeah. All right, so Nadal, you're gonna jump across. You're gonna get help from friends. You're gonna guide yourself.
May I get help, Jackie? No, I'm getting help from the crab. So can I just have advantage from the crab? I guess.
I mean, I'm I'm like rooting
it's
for you,
difficult
but
for
I
the
don't
crab
really
to
have
help you
much.
jump
No, but like,
across.
no, I don't mean the crab. I mean like the rope is what gives me advantage.
Yeah. I feel like just jumping across a chasm, even having a rope's not gonna. I don't know how much that would help you.
Can I just
Okay.
like come behind her?
But
And
do you
just
have?
give her
But can you give yourself guidance? You're gonna push Nadal across.
I will give myself guidance and I'll just go for it.
Okay.
Athletics.
Like bandit, and the rope will absolutely help you if you fail, and don't get across.
13.
So 13 is fine.
Oh, jeez, Louise, man. Okay,
Yeah,
now
you only needed a 10.
I'll throw the rope back to Jackie just in case.
So this is where the everyone's worried about Nadal, and then Jackie goes, yeah.
I feel like I can just jump over it, can't I?
No, I'm throwing a rope to Jackie.
Yeah, you can. It's just an athletics check. It's just easy athletics check, you know.
Except unless you roll a 1 for some fucking.
Are you going to give?
Take the rope. Take the rope.
I'm gonna take the
Jackie
rope.
guidance? Are
I'll
you going to
take the
give
rope.
Jackie guidance?
Yes, I will. I'll
Okay.
let her go first, and then I'll go after.
No, it's too late. You already went.
Okay, then I
Oh,
can't.
because you can't touch her. Oh, you have to touch her. Yeah. I'm sorry, but you can't. Okay, you're right. It's just the way it is.
Alright, so I will take the rope and then just what? How do I get across? Go for a run?
Roll
Go
athletics.
for a run and jump, man. Make an athletics check. It's not super hard.
19.
Oh, good.
Hey.
You make it across. Not a problem.
Whoop, whoop.
I love how Bandit just got across, no problem. He just, bloop. Flying crab.
You tossed him.
Great. Okay. That's fine.
Alright, let's go.
That's good and fun and fine.
All right, so you're gonna move into over there. Yeah, hang on.
I'm sorry, are we stopping in 10 minutes?
What?
I feel like we are.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know when this dude's coming, so.
Oh, that's right. Nico had something.
Well, he messaged me like 2
Oh,
hours ago
shit.
saying he was gonna come right away, so I don't fucking know.
What the
Are
fuck?
they all dead as well?
Yes.
Fuck!
These are all kind of dead, chained to the wall, frozen.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What is your passive perception, Adele?
18.
What? How is that possible?
My wisdom is 5. I have proficiency.
The profession of Jesus Christ. That's
Wow.
I have proficiency in perception, and I have eyes of night, so I can see through the deepest gloom.
That is awesome. Well, there's definitely a smell in this room. Hang on, I'm just gonna make a.
Like some more ghouls. Great.
How do you know what your passive perception is?
It's like right underneath your list of skills.
On the left side of your.
Oh,
On the
got
left.
Oh, mine's 18 too. Look at that.
Yeah,
What?
because you have a high. Because we both have high wisdom because we're wisdom based.
Right.
So Nadal, you kind of like move forward. You got your shield. You know, you're ready to go. And you kind of stick your head in and look to the right. You see all those dead slaves chained to the wall. This room seemed like a storage room. There's all these boxes. You know, the boxes are all ripped open. There's like bags of food and stuff all ripped open. At the far end, there seems to be like a big stone throne and a couple of statues of dwarven smiths. Again, there's a big map on the wall behind it that's very faded, but it looks like, just with a quick glance, it kind of looks like similar to the map of all the stargates, the portals that you had from Captain Hama, but you know, like drawn by a different person. And on the left over here, you see, with your perception, there is a ghast trying to hide among the rubble. At the end of the room here, it looks like it's all collapsed in big blocks of ice. And right here, there's a ghast, and it's waiting for you. It's like hiding.
Not hiding very well.
So
I
again,
see one.
because Nadal is in the front, I'm just going to put you to the front of the initiative. You know, I can make a roll maybe for this guy for his initiative. Yeah, that's going to work out. And I just have something else. Hang on. All right, that's cool. What do you want to do, Nadal? You just stuck your head in, and there we go.
I'll fill just some gas, and I'll just step out, take a dodge, and wait.
All right. Gas is like, nah. All right, Jackie.
Oh, shit.
So what's this dude up here?
The same as before. It's
Yeah.
just ghouls.
It's just boring. It's ghouls, whatever.
Should I run out and just shoot him?
There's some boring
Undead.
shit.
Yeah, shoot it out.
Undead.
Alright, I'll
Undead.
come out and shoot. Hunter's mark?
Hang on, I'm just looking for something here. Wow, okay. Alright, so you kind of come in. Well, you're going to have to make it. So, what is your passive perception?
15.
You spot him. He had a 15 stealth check. So, these wisdom-based characters, motherfucker. Yeah. So you see this guy hiding. He's hiding amongst the rubble. He will have cover, so his armor class will be slightly better.
Okay.
His armor class will be 15 because of the ice covering him. Yeah, that's a hit. So you kind of go big chip of ice. The bullet goes right through the ice block in front of him. Hits him in the chest, but he's not dead. That is 13 damage. Okay. All right, you gonna shoot him again?
Another
you already
11?
did. I see. Okay, yeah, 11. Still up. Kind of went kabam, kabam. You gonna go kabam again? Kabam!
17.
Jesus Christ, 17. You kill him. So how do you want to kill this guy with 3 shots?
Tuck him back in. Alright, I'll turn to Aiden and be like, it's okay, we got it in here, don't worry about it.
And you spin your guns and put it back in the
Yeah.
holsters, you know. It's just like, that's amazing. I mean, there's just, that's all the gas that are in here. There's a bunch of bodies that are lying up against the wall to the south of you. And I'll just keep the music on just for the hell of it. Aiden, what do you want to do?
Well, I guess they took care of that. I guess I'll start, going this way, examining the room. What's in? Checking it out.
So as Aiden runs past you, Jackie, you just remembered. You're pretty sure he risked his life to save you when you were being engulfed by the creature. So,
No, he didn't. He was floating below me.
He took a chance. He took a chance.
Well, I just
Remember he said, I'm going to catch you. I'm going to catch you, pretty lady. Or something like that. Anyway.
I said
all right,
nothing about pretty lady.
So you fly into the room. Like I said, there's a bunch of dead fire genazis over here. What is your passive perception?
18.
18. No, you don't see any other bad guys, man. Unless you want to use an action to make a perception roll, which means you would then be able to spot stuff. Because you might have a higher roll.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm actively checking out the room, so yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Not a good roll though.
Yeah, that's always the bummer, that your passive perception implies that you're rolling a 10. Spot anything, you don't see anyone, you can ready an action if you want. Oh, my camera just died on me.
It's a good look for you.
It's a good look, Reed. Shut up. Yeah, can you see this? Oh! Alright. This is good. Okay, so, sorry, did you want to do anything in case anything happened, or you can always ready an action, or?
I can just can have a reaction ready, I guess. Spell ready to cast in case something jumps out at me, but
Okay. Because yes, ghasts come out of hiding.
oh, here they come. Little bastards. Whoa.
Whoa, what the fuck? How do they just appear there next to a solid wall?
So these were actually like pretending to be dead, or hiding among the bodies of the fire genasi.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's gonna charge forward. He's gonna go after. I mean, Jackie's technically the closest one. So I'm gonna roll a d4, a d6 on a 1 or a 2. It goes after Nadal. 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jackie. Yeah. So it comes charging forward. We'll try to gast you. This is actually the first time they actually get to make a melee attack. Oh my god, in this day. I can't believe it. Okay, so I get to make bites or claws. Apparently I don't have multi-attack. What? Hang on. I'm going to try to claw you. AC 7.
Nope.
I swear to God, it only has 1 attack.
Yeah.
Okay, this is really bad. This one's just going to leap forward and attack Aiden with its claws.
Does that mean I get to hit it with my reaction spell that I'm waiting?
What did you want to do?
I was going to hit it with a thunder wave.
All right.
I had a thunder wave ready to go.
Give me what you got.
Boom! Take that, motherfucker. Get away from me.
See, sometimes you roll really good on your 2d8s. Okay, so DC 15 Constitution save. So he leaps forward and smashes back into the wall and takes 15 damage. Ugh. All right, and scrambles back to its feet. So it did 5, 10, 15. Yeah, it's still well under its movement. It's just like smashes back into the wall and just kind of like scrambles, runs back, and tries to attack you again. Or yeah, AC 17.
Nope. I don't think so. No, I'm 18.
Okay, and this one will charge up and also attack you.
Damn.
19.
AC 20
No one hits.
for 5 slashing damage. I think it's half damage if you're in your airfoil.
It is. It is half damage. So I take 2 or 3.
2 damage, and you have to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw, or you are paralyzed.
What?
Ghouls and ghasts can paralyze you with their claws.
I guess none of us
my
ever got this
God!
before.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, so you basically become rigid. You kind of like fall
gaseous. How does gaseous become rigid?
Yeah. Well, you become gaseously rigid. You know, you're just kind of like, well, because you're not immune to poison, right? So, yeah.
No. That's ridiculous.
Okay, that's good. I'm kind of glad that we did that. Okay, so, and then somebody else gets to go. This guy.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I think he also sucks.
Good. That's good.
Wow, this is pretty cool. Okay, so from
If
around the
this
corner.
dude, if he does show up, should we just take like a 5-minute break? If that's. Do you mind if
It's later than we usually go.
Yeah. We can also stop our session and just finish it next week. I mean.
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, he said he'd be here around 6, but like I don't know, like.
Well, I think if we get through this combat, we should just kind of maybe call it here.
Okay. Well, actually, yeah. So I'm going to reveal this guy, and this will be.
The end.
I think it will be. Yeah, I think it'll be the end.
Okay.
How do I?
Another guy.
Yeah, this guy appears. So he looks all frozen and frosty. He seems to be an air genasi ghoul.
Oh Jesus.
He's covered in ice, and he has 2 legs that look like they're made of metal. Below the knee, his 2 legs have been replaced by metal.
Oh,
Like,
it's
he's
fucking
got,
catabatic!
With springs and pipes and all
Does
kinds of shit.
Catabatic have metal legs?
He
Yes,
has
he
the
does.
blue one.
They call him the lame one. Yeah.
Oh.
And so he looks pretty bad. Like his face is all ripped up. He's all covered in ice. Like he's all frozen solid. And like I said, he's got these weird skinny legs. And
he's frozen.
He comes
like...
in the room and he says, "Finally, you are here." And he points right at Nadal.
Okay, we need to like not kill him right away. We need information.
You
No,
need to
let's
not
fucking kill
this guy?
him. No, kill him. Absolutely. I'll just do speak with dead. What?
That's a very good point.
So we can end it. We can end it on this kind of cliffhanger if you like.
Yeah, I think it's a good spot to end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on.
Are you okay, Jackie?
I think I need to leave. Sorry, guys. I'll see you later.
I feel like Nico always plays characters very similar to herself, but I think Jackie is the most like Nico. I think it's like if Nico had been brought up by evil pirates and forced to murder people, this would be Nico. Or who knows? Maybe that's actually what happened.
Pretty close to reality, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen your mom's salty sailor talk in the chat. So yeah.
And my dad was a fisherman. So.
He was a fisherman, really? Like
yeah,
he made a living.
When I was young, yeah, I like grew up on his fishing boat. He had a charter business and all sorts of stuff.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So next week, Tuesday.
Next week, Tuesday, same time, 6 p.m. / 3 p.m. Yes.
3 to 6,
Totally.
yeah, and I have to cut it off right at 6 for my strata meeting.
Great.
Okay.
So next week, this game's Tuesday because of JS.
Because of me, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna imagine you on stilts now all the time. It's great, yeah. So you'd be like, you have one of those computer tables that goes up and down. You can just bring A up so you can be on your computer while you're on stilts. You know.
No, next week we're gonna log on and JS is gonna be lying on his bed on his stomach like this with his feet kicking behind him with his stilts on.
Alright, I will sign off the stream. Thanks everyone for watching.
Yes,
thanks.
Yeah, so thanks for watching.
Orthodox
People who watched.
and Bushy.
and, we'll see you
Dawn's
guys
still here. And...
Tomorrow, if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
we'll be streaming
Orthodox. Nadal is a they, not a her. But otherwise, thank you.